That was my deal with letting me have my cosplays in the house. And knowing when I'm home alone, I'm in cosplay.
Oh, we have audio.
Okay.
You were thirsty.
Ah. Yeah, I didn't eat that too, though. I have a glass of that. Hi, everyone. We're back here with Dime Adventures, using Daredevil Adventures modules because we used up all the Dime Adventures modules. This is a game based upon cards and their numbers instead of dice and their numbers. Also gives you the advantage of being able to affect it with cards you have in your hand. Now, our situation is you guys have been sent off to help your publisher recover some pages of a manuscript, as well as possibly what happened. Now, when you guys got there, you guys showed up there, you've been looking at the map, you were given a number to call, and for her lawyer who will meet you here and help make sure you guys got everything set up, any funds or anything you guys need. His name is Nathan Adams.
And we also have to figure out what happened to the other person.
Andrew Ramsey, who is a friend of actually both Nathan and the writer.
Yep.
So, and you also have, they give you a number to call. He will show up with a vehicle, and then he'll take you back to his law business, and then he will have you guys, has a car that's been rented for you guys, and you guys can leave with that vehicle and go wherever you want to go. She wants daily phone calls, like in the evening, updates. Everyone's getting $90 a day, or it's all going into your room. Into building a room, however you want to do it. Basically, actually, you guys can pretty much, you're not having to spend any of your money. Unless you guys want to, and anything you want to buy for the job, you could possibly get anyways. You have it charged to him. You go or at least keep the receipt, and he's the guy you'll take the receipt to. Definitely covers, well, if it would only cover weapons if it seems like actually there's like violence involved. Who has the highest charisma?
6.
4.
I got a 5. I've got a 6.
Okay. You three draw cards. Tell me who gets the highest.
16.
8.
No, I'm just on the card because you all start with the same number. 10, 2, 7. Okay. As you guys arrive,
You and I are.
who makes the call? Who wants to call for the lawyer? It really doesn't matter, but yeah, there's just one phone over there. You don't need to use cell phones.
Doctor? Lawyer. Okay.
I guess it's you. I guess they were picking their noses, so they can't. Now, as you're walking over there to go use their phone, that one of the gentlemen behind the counter walks out of his little office and is looking around. And then, since you're coming his way, he says, which one of them is Madame Zelda?
That one right there.
Okay. And he goes
Ooh.
walking over towards you.
The non-cannibal woman.
The one that doesn't get attacked by a swordfish.
You know, they always say mean things about...
Really?
They always say mean things about people from Finland.
Honestly, I want us to go to a fish restaurant and a swordfish to jump out of the tank and screw you.
Seriously, you don't let me down.
No.
On that.
You know the chances are much higher that she would follow.
Could be
Then we
worse.
definitely shouldn't go to an
'Kay.
aquarium.
You go over and make the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Make a intelligence 8 to get it to do it correctly. What's intelligence?
6, 7.
7. Would you forget the number?
Possibly.
Well, you call and you end up having to leave a message. So, did you want to leave the message?
Yeah, let him know we're here.
They're recording them on wax discs. It's easy to
What,
clean them and
never
start
the
fresh.
wire?
No. I was thinking read a reel for a while, but I thought that might be a little too. Although, you know, I probably allow reel to reel. Not so much cassette tapes. 8 track. The media of the future.
At least you didn't say wax cylinder.
No, that's what they're starting with. It's
That
just
was-
an answering machine. So it's just basically easy to hook it up to the same kind of technology. And then they just, basically they're able to be reused. So, so you leave your message. What do you say?
Give him my name, tell him we're here to see what happened to their friend and to look for the missing manuscript. And if you can meet us, that'd be great.
Oh, sounds good. Meet him where? No, probably train. You say train station?
Yes.
A gentleman walks up to you. Fancy mustache. Wearing a little hat. Basically works here. Some miss? Wait, are you Madame Zelda? Okay. You have a phone call.
Okay.
So, he takes you over to their phone, not the public phone. Hands it through the little hole in the window thing to you. And pick it up. And a female voice says, "Hello?
Hello.
Now, you're Zelda, right?
Yes.
Okay. I had an idea. Now, and I don't know if I'm being paranoid. But you know when we sent that Ramsey guy?
Mm-hmm.
He's the only other guy that's read the whole story. And I sent him to find the ending and he disappeared. Think he could have just ran with it and he's going to go try to publish it himself?
No.
So I'm just being paranoid?
Yeah.
Do a determination check to see how well you can convince her. You don't think so.
15.
Okay. It sounds like you calmed her a little bit. She's like, well, have you guys gotten there yet? Well, have you done it? Did you guys just arrive on the train? I didn't check the schedule.
Yeah, we just got here.
You haven't had to wait around much. My lawyer should be showing up there. Okay. Well, thank you. She's happy that, you kind of dissuaded her worry a little bit. She thought about after she left. Remember, she didn't want you guys looking through it, but she let him read it because he was a friend of his. But, so.
Why does that sound like something? I don't want anyone else to read my stories, even though I'm never going to publish them.
Oh, no, this guy's published a lot. He's actually been publishing this in magazines since 1901 in the story.
I thought that it was stupid.
Yeah, but I don't know him, so. And from what I've heard, I don't want to. So, that's the way it goes.
I was like, yeah, cold.
Yes. Cold Kude. My ice, I was at ice. It's making more ice, but.
Well, everything tastes better when it's cold.
Not always.
Well, I have a problem with the medication, especially the water pills drying my mouth out real bad.
Oh, yeah.
And the hot coffee doesn't help that much.
No.
It's like I'll be drinking coffee and all of a sudden that's like I have dry throat. It's like, wait, I just drank a liquid.
Coffee's a different way on that.
It's like probably the caffeine. Now,
Yeah.
okay, you're all there. Everyone, go for an encounter check.
5.
No face cards?
Nope.
Good. Good. You get back to everyone else. He's informing everyone that he left a message, but the guy wasn't there to answer the call, so he doesn't know what's going on. What did you guys wish to do? Let's... Actually, we're going to say it's just starting to set. The sun's starting to set. So it's like
5-hour hotel.
5 or 6. On the map, the only place you know of that you were given information about where it was this place, boarding house. This is the road that heads out to his place. You're right there. Everything else, you don't know for sure. You haven't been there, but you know about when we went through yesterday, like what kind of things are in town. There is a general store. There is a church. There's a cemetery. There's City Hall. About a third of them are, or a quarter of them are homes. A lot of the homes are outside the area, like, you know, out in the, it's heavy woods. There's even heavy trees in the area. You know, the roads have a lot of trees right along the edges of them and stuff. Not in the middle, probably.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with crazy farmers praying to a crow god.
No, these are like fishermen and hunters.
You probably get shot at.
And a lot of vacation people in the winter.
Oh god, Cheney!
Yeah, you gotta watch that one. You know, his points were 4 points higher than Biden's was. Something wrong with the world. Cheney, and that was after he shot someone in the face. I think it was the act of shooting. I think that actually helped him.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, I like him. I heard he shoots people. Just say you like him. A third. 30% again. Okay. So,
Bang.
what kind of, well, your luggage is what you're carrying, I assume. Madame Zelda has also a trunk with her. Trunk's got stickers of different shows on it. You know, it's her puppet's trunk, but it also, because they also have other compartments in them, she also has a few other interesting items she carries in there. But otherwise, you all what? Do you have one or two? Well, some of you have weapons too. So those have to be bags.
Yeah. I have
I don't know.
axes.
They wouldn't let you have anything bigger than handguns on the train. You had to put the rest back. You know.
My living puppy has my
1900s.
clothes.
Break down my shotgun and hide it amongst my clothes.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Well, the rest can go. Everything else can go in. You know, in the back of the train. You know, it's just you're not allowed to. You're allowed to carry on your handgun.
Why can't we have the same thing when going on planes? Okay, you can't take the shotgun into the cabin. Can we just take our pistols?
They
Hey.
might be inclined to agree with you nowadays.
9/11 wouldn't have happened.
I would say The ones that happened that hit the Trade Center would have happened still. The one that went down shows the people that were on it were willing to do something.
Or the guys who hijacked didn't know how to pilot their shit.
Nah, the one that
Here's
went
my
down.
No, they know on the other one because people filmed it. They got up and attacked.
Here's my question.
The guys
Where was
only
the
had-
air marshal?
They only had, yeah, that's a good question though.
You only have
Valid.
one.
They only had box knives. 9/11 happened because of box knives.
Oh,
So, guns or not guns, I don't think. If you weren't willing to take on someone with a box knife, a gun wasn't going to make you braver. I mean, come on, it's a fucking box knife. You're going to crash my plane, or you're going to give me an
How
owie.
easy you take away from them?
here's the question: how'd they get into the cabin or to the?
It used to be unlocked.
Yeah.
Those rules are all what changed after that. It used to be that they remember the whole thing in the movies where they used to bring the person up to the show the kid the captain.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah, that's something it just used to be more friendly on that. So
Unless you're Sky West, nobody tried to be a hero.
so
How many were in
you
there?
guys could possibly, but you're not sure. You can start walking, or you could wait to see what happens, or you could have him go ahead and try again, or someone could try again. Maybe it could have just been a bad timing. If it's getting late, you might even be thinking, maybe something for dinner. Let me see. Restaurants. 9. Yeah, 9. You see 9 on there? Okay, that's where the diner is. It's on the way.
Wait a minute, that's 6 or 9?
That's a 9.
This is the top.
Okay.
There's more of you on that side, so I did it like that.
This is 6.
That's
Okay.
Right above it.
I was looking over here. Okay. So we'll go for dinner.
So you guys want to do?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Nice ball.
Okay. So you guys go walking on. Go ahead and do another encounter check for everyone. Queen. Ace. 7. You do a perception check.
7.
And what's the suit though?
Diamond.
Diamond.
2 diamonds. Or not.
Fade.
Diamond.
you said perception check, right?
Yes.
Then that would be 7 plus 6, so 13.
13. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, unlucky. No. Spade.
Sorry.
I think it was diamond.
Yeah.
Heart. Club. Okay. So, you're sitting there walking down the streets, heading down Main Street.
Yeah, might as well.
So you guys take the road. You're not like walking through people's backyards.
No.
Not tonight.
Not in America, 1900s. Walk around people's backyards.
You mean back when they used to leave cars unlocked because it was okay, even with the keys in the ignition?
Yeah.
I leave my car unlocked for a whole different reason.
That's all
I don't
cars
want to
are.
break in my windows to get into where I have nothing there.
Yeah.
It costs more when they break into the vehicle than they can steal out of my vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't leave anything in there, or if it is, it's garbage. Please clean my car. Damn it! Where's my Big Mac boxes? I had 3 of them right here between the seats. So, you're walking along when suddenly you hear whoop, whoop.
Sirens.
A cop.
Yep.
Nope. Lyric early enough.
Because Ronnie, you weren't paying attention, runs up and sticks his fingers in your eyeballs.
Ow.
It's a demonic version, though. They're possessed. I mean, into your eyeballs.
Ow.
He's
No.
pulling a.
Yes, a cop car rolled up behind you. And honked.
Oh, great. Getting passed by the local posse.
Yep.
So, all you stop, or we're assuming he was in the back of the pile.
Yeah, I'm in the
He's
back.
the one that they seem to. Do y'all stay, or do you all keep walking and leave him alone to deal
I'll
with his
stop
problem?
and stay with
I'll
them.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, haven't done anything.
Okay, you keep going.
I'll walk a little bit, turn around, and just look, and
Just
then
kind of watch.
Yeah, and then just stand there.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception check just to be sure. In case anything comes up, then I'll know if you saw or not.
15.
Okay. So, guy pulls up in the cop car behind you. Of course, it looks like it's the actual town sheriff. It says on the side, sheriff. Gets out. Let's see. Baker, officer or Sheriff Calvin Baker. It says Baker on his badge. Stands about 5'10", and is in the beginning stages, starting to show a bulge now near his belt, and his hair starting to recede. So he's probably in his, reaching his 40s, 50s type area. Walks up behind you. Says, just hold on there.
Alrighty.
Comes walking up. What are you carrying? Out. Open.
Unopened? Open?
Yeah.
Readily visible on your person.
My clothes. That's it. That's all I got on me.
All your guns and everything's put away in bags?
And sword and everything.
It's all put away?
Yeah.
Here, I thought he was going to say circus streets aren't allowed within city limits.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing in town?
We are hired to look for some, what was it, some paperwork we were looking for?
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Some lost paperwork for a company.
So what, you're from New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work there. It's just crazy up there, so I moved down here to a little more silent, a little quieter place.
That's a good thing sometimes.
And then we got these, I've had a lot of these city lawyers showing up, and I don't know, what, are you an enforcer or something? What are you doing here?
I'm with what company is where?
It's a publishing company. Somebody wrote a book.
Yeah.
But we're just looking to see
What happened to it?
him and somebody who was sent out here
Yeah.
prior to us looking for the
Yeah.
for the paperwork first.
Essentially, we're private eyes working for
Yeah.
clients publishing.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Huh. Now it's time for your charisma check. I need a 12.
At 12.
Yeah.
For charisma.
Basically, you need to get 7 or better.
Got it.
Congratulations, you got a 14.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. So he asks you where you're going to be. Basically, he you don't look like anything in his hot sheets. So
We're gonna be stuffing it. And
Sophie's
Since we
boarding
haven't
house.
broken any laws, he doesn't have the right to ask you.
back then they.
Well, they still don't have the right, but they still do it.
It's one of those things, common courtesy back then.
Maybe he's actually a bad guy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I told him where we're staying at.
Okay. If I have any questions, I'll let you know.
Sure.
Things been a little more active around this town this year than it's been for years. So.
Okay. Well, you know where to find me. And I.
Why were you following those other guys?
They're with this crew.
And you're there too, I guess.
Yeah, then
You're further down.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So what? All you guys are together, or some of you guys are together? What's
all
going
all
on?
of us were a team.
Even the two that headed off.
Yeah, we're all team. Give you my name.
Okay. What happened to your skin?
Burning building.
Old war.
Oh.
Old soldier.
Oh, they tried to reject him and failed to get away.
Yeah.
He was attempting to deny reality like a bad white blood cell.
Exactly.
And then when they sat there and said, "The power of Christ compels you," and throw holy water on him, he burst into flames.
Could be. You never know.
No, he tried to commit Epidermis side and ended up having to glue it back on.
Oh, God!
You never know.
That was the rule of Salem witches. They tried to burn him. He went out. We can't do anything now. It's kind of what happened, but not quite. The whole church tried to burn you. There's that. So, he's like, well then, I guess head on. Better not take too long. And if Phil keeps times that she closes the place.
Okay.
And I don't really know if there's anyone else offering anything this time of year.
Right. Well, thank you.
Okay. You guys get to the deli first. Let's see here. What's it say? Small deli. Well, that's not very helpful. It's kind of like one of those little delis. Has the looks like a trailer car or like a train car.
A caboose.
Yeah. One of those style. Go on in, see some lady, probably in her 30s, pouring
So,
coffee.
It's a greasy spoon.
Yeah, it is. Straight up greasy spoon. And it's the only place in town to eat. So, since you guys are there first, Zelda, go ahead and draw a card for me. 3. Keep going. Might be a pretty busy evening. 8. There's 8 people in there. Blake, draw. Trying to see if they're like. Let's do it. Art. Okay. And in that, I'm going to say there's basically 4 groups of 2. Romance. They're kind of split off into different groups. She sees you guys come. He sees you 2 come in. It's like, oh, you guys just passing through or what? And she'll like start walking over to a booth with a few with some menus. But then she'll stop about after 2 or 3 steps. How many? You got any more, or is it just you 2?
We got 3 more coming.
Okay, she got about 5 menus. Head you to the bigger booth. The big corner booth. There's only one of those really. It's not a Denny's.
It's a Sherry's.
Not even that. So, they bring in coffee.
This late at night?
Hmm?
No, I'll take a steak, and 2 fingers of scotch.
Okay.
I'll just take tea.
And we don't have scotch. How about Everclear?
You know, before it became a mouthwash.
She just gets it from one of, basically the only reason they have any alcohol is because it's from one of their local friends. They bring it over.
No prohibition.
They just buy it locally. No taxes or anything. Most part of the time, taxes only came across if we crossed state lines. So, how about you?
I'll just take a tea.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, do you wait for them to catch up, or as soon as the cop pulls out, do you,
I start walking.
okay. Should do a perception check. 12.
Perception.
13.
Okay. As the sheriff drives by, he kind of looks down so he can look out the window at you on the way by.
You've been on wanted posters before, haven't you?
Only in one state.
And that happened to be New York. That's been cleared up.
Yeah, but do all the outlying cities now?
No. Probably
At
not.
least I'm not. I know.
No, you just were excommunicated till recently. That might be worse than some people's opinion.
This is true. But they took me back, remember?
Yeah.
No, they forgave you. They didn't take you back.
Yeah, no, you're just not excommunicated anymore. Don't think that means forgiveness. It means now you can at least get into heaven when you're done. We don't want to see you. Okay. So everyone just orders food and drink.
Yeah.
Since no one's getting anything too big, we won't really worry on cash. Except for you. You have $90 to spend. And it's $500 a piece once it's all done. She has no time limit at this time. If it comes out the way she plans, this book will easily pay for all that. So she's not worried about it. So, everyone draw encounter cards, see if you had any problem with your dinner.
Nothing.
Looks like everyone's dinner was alright. No one got an ace? If you got an ace, I'd say it was alright, but bad. It wasn't poisonous.
Burned it.
It's a great applesauce. No, those are potatoes. Thanks.
Could be worse. Oh, this is great pudding. That's actually applesauce.
No, that's steak.
That's steak. Ugh.
No, thank
We
you.
boil it.
Oh, sous vide style.
Ah, there it is. At Sophia's. Today's. So, anything that needs to be addressed here before you get in someone else's home? Or everything's just fine? You guys don't need to discuss anything during dinner?
Well, where do we start tomorrow?
I was thinking we go to the house and kind of look around. But I was also thinking if Mademoiselle is up to it, once we get to the rooms, see if she can see anything weird about this place.
Well, Shari, as you guys showed up into town, she went, "There's something bad going on in this place."
Because, no offense, it's not that I'm paranoid, it's the fact that,
You're paranoid.
So you had your first sign. She said she didn't like this place. It feels weird.
yeah. And then sheriff, didn't help. But it's also one of those things with her
Thingy?
precognition that she did on the book. Worst case scenario, this dude was writing a spell book.
Now that's a scary thing.
Didn't realize he was writing it.
Or he knew and didn't care.
He cared at the end, apparently.
I'm not knowing this.
So, you guys get done eating. It's about 9 p.m. With everything you've tried, walk and all that stuff. It's only like a block away, half a block away. Well, a country block.
Yeah.
I think the only thing between here and there is 7. And 7 is...
And 6.
6 and 7, both are private homes.
Okay.
One's the mayor's house, and the other's his mistress.
You never know.
No, as you're walking by, 7 is a doctor's office and home.
And since we'd probably take this one straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a large parking lot on one side, but it's basically his home / doctor's office.
And number 6?
6 is just a private home. I don't think you'd have any. Private home has a large tractor parked out front. And a couple small ones on the side. All the same, company. Guy likes tractors, apparently.
Apparently.
They look pretty new, too. Well, no, one of the small ones are older looking. But the other 2 look like pretty brand new. And you guys go walking up to Aunt Sophie's boarding house. Let's all do a charisma check. We'll see how she likes you guys or not.
Ace.
So what's your charisma?
Charisma.
14.
5, 6.
So you got 7.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
What'd you get? Your charisma?
14.
Ooh.
Only one magic.
I'm the one she doesn't like the most. The ugly
Maybe
face.
she likes you a lot.
No.
Maybe that's what's so scary.
Congratulations on the Stardust coming out here. You better watch out for your old dad with a shotgun.
Yeah,
Good for you. Okay, Aunt Sophie Walker. Seem kind of meet you guys at the door. You knock on the door. She comes to it. You see on the side of the door a little sign that says lights out are at 10 p.m.
Just getting there, huh?
So, or the place closes at 10 p.m. So don't knock to get in after that point. Kind of a matronly grandmother type. She's like, my children, hurry in here. I had a call that you guys are coming. So, kind of rushes you guys in a little bit. No. She got a call from the lawyer. He'd already paid for your rooms. He said he was going to go pick you guys up, but, you guys must have missed each other. So, I've got, you got any of you sharing rooms, or?
No.
So we need 5 rooms. That's easy, no problem. She's got, 6 rooms. Let's see, the description of the place. I should give you guys. Next to it is also a sign, I say. You walk the front door and are immediately greeted by the pleasant aroma of freshly baked bread and pastries. The entire place is clean and neat. All rooms cost $3 per night, $19 a week, or $75 a month. Breakfast is served promptly at 8 a.m., lunch at noon, and dinner at 6 p.m. Lights out at precisely 10 p.m. You come into the area, the reception/lounge. It's a two-floor building. Actually, a pretty good-sized place. The area doubles as both the reception area for new arrivals, as well as a sitting area for residents so they can sit and relax. Apparently right now there's no one else here except for you guys because there wouldn't be much room, so in the winter it's not as many people. There are numerous couches and chairs of all shapes and sizes scattered throughout the rooms.
Well, these little shapes and not sharks.
Fireplace is kept ablaze 24 hours a day. And, well, to start off with that, when you come in, she goes, perfect. You seem to be a perfect man to assign for this. And she hands you an axe.
You have to go chop some firewood.
Yeah, we need some firewood, so. You can't expect these kids to go out there and do it.
I'm the old man, huh?
Yeah. She hands you the axe to go out there and chop wood.
Oh.
This is definitely.
Well, at least they got a big old
Automatically, we
axe.
have to do chores.
You really have.
She's like, I want the axe. Give me the axe. You're just a
Again,
dumb
as long
little
as we
girl.
don't end up with
Let's see.
shiny.
Ivy's got an axe now. He's got an axe.
You don't get to keep the axe.
Ah, too bad.
She wants
I
it
would
back.
buy one.
She's just
Just
chopping
don't be
wood.
surprised if she's watching you and the windows fogged up.
Oh god.
You can take your shirt off at any time. You know, it'd be easier if you took your shirt off. Take your goddamn shirt off! Go out there and make a strength check for chopping wood.
Strength? Strength?
Because it was. She just got aggressive.
9, 10, 11.
Okay. You got a bit. A little bit of kindling there, not a whole lot. You got about, an arm's load and that was it.
Yeah.
You said that was enough. There are 4 of you. Well, actually, all of you go ahead and draw encounter cards. His is outside, though.
Shit. You get one?
Yes. What'd you get? Oh, it's Joker. Okay, you're all good. Only
Okay,
you.
Joker.
Mm-hmm.
And you.
That's better off.
We'll keep those in account
Just like this.
as we send you guys to your rooms. Let's see. In case you want to know, Bill, you're the one that they assigned to wood chopping. She always assigns one person staying here to make sure the wood's taken care of.
Oh, great.
Every morning, probably at 9:15. Because that's when she has dinner going or breakfast starting to. Well, what time she has breakfast? You said
8.
8. So it must be 7:15.
Yeah.
Oh, she's talking about when the paper shows up. So 2 hours before the paper shows up. So 7:15. So you need to be out there make sure there's firewood enough, at least for
She'll
the
be up
kitchen.
about before 5:15.
Well, at least need that much, which is anything over a 10. Which is basically you got an 11. 12 would have been. Every 2 points from there is like an increased amount. Everyone do a perception check. Add that to your perception.
Perception.
17.
What is it?
13.
Perception is
13.
6. 7, 8, 9. 7. 7.
She sees Valhalla.
I need a 14.
9. Let's see. 7.
7 plus 9 is 16.
Yeah, 16. I had to think for a second.
Okay. So, and then what'd you get there?
I wouldn't say 7. It's 15.
20?
20.
You 3?
13.
13.
Oh. So you two didn't see it. The other 3 of you, as you entered, you notice behind the reception desk, there's a slightly drawn curtain that's not closed all the way, but it looks like the switchboard is behind there. Like she has a switchboard for all the rooms. And it actually looks like it's got like for most of the buildings. Now, the reason this is mentioned is if you can switchboard to your communication system, you again have all the communication available through Dottie. You just basically call Dottie, and Dottie can start checking on it. Because that is a contact direction you can check on. If you have someone to call for information, it's through your communication center. So that's where that's high enough that you can actually reach the Vigilance Society, which she's the only one really that's a member. The rest of you are kind of like,
Free agents.
yeah,
I've done dealings with them, just not an agent.
yeah. She was a member before. They have a little secret society. You guys are like possible. They're thinking about it. You guys have found some interesting things here and there. So, since you guys are late for dinner, so go ahead and put together well, did you guys eat on the way in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just went
okay,
to that.
good. That's easier. We're at the deli. Oh, that place, that's kind of, you gotta watch you gotta watch yourself on that kind of greasy stuff.
Yeah.
Next time you need to just be here for time for meals, and I'll get you some nice healthy food. Not that slop they serve down there. I mean, come on, men cook that food. I mean, you may rule the world, but you can't cook food. And she'll lead you all to your rooms. The rooms, to give you an idea what they look like, are guest rooms come complete with bed, dresser, closet, and night table. The room is wired for electricity. And she turned on the power earlier today. She has it all controlled downstairs. She turned off the power per room. So you guys your rooms have had time to warm up. There's a little radiator in the corner. We actually down at the end of the hall have indoor plumbing in this building. A lot of the buildings don't. But it's only one toilet for the entire hall. And we do have a tub. If you need, just give us a warning, we'll bring it in. A brass tub.
I'd be afraid to have her take a bath because it might, leave a dingy ring.
No, somehow a swordfish.
Is that a racist comment?
Sword.
Because she's half Finnish?
Yeah, because she's up in the mountains.
Oh, okay. But she's also half Eskimo, but I like picking on her Finnish side because people don't usually expect to pick on the white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. Right?
Wait, doesn't it mean that loads of seal fat are going to develop floating on the surface?
Come on, nothing's wrong with seal fat and a little bit of sugar. Ground together.
Well, that explains the third heart attack.
Who knows? She might touch the water and she might develop antlers.
That's wrong character.
Crap, it's a werewolf.
Oh, God.
So, you guys all settle into your rooms?
Yes.
Reassemble my shotgun.
Okay, before you go upstairs, she does have you guys sign into a book. Everyone do a perception check. We'll go on 16.
16.
Basically, you're looking at the book that should have names of
16.
Unless she's had that many people, it should have the name of
17.
Ramsey showing up here. 17.
16.
You got a 16, dude.
16's all I needed.
12.
So no.
16.
Yeah, and then you know. So you three this time, looking at the book, do not, as you're signing it, you realize you're signing a fresh page. And you look at the other side, and his name's not on there. You don't see anything about Ramsey ever signing in. And it looks like that's old enough that he should have been within that time period. So maybe he never showed up to the building.
Or I used a different name.
Could be.
Good, yeah. Good thought on
But
that.
that's just general look when you looked at the thing. So, and then you're all taken to your rooms. Do anything this evening before we start? This is our next day.
Make sure my guns are clean of GSR and all that,
Yeah.
and well oiled.
Checked all my-
Do a, if you don't have a mechanics or a gun skill, use
Probably take the gun from me since I actually do have skill too.
for guns.
9.
Guns and
I got a
rifles.
6. I got a 3 with my guns.
You clean up my
So,
my guns and load them up, and make sure my saber's sharp and oiled.
You take care of your axes.
Yep.
Sharpen them up.
Sharpen them to make sure they're nice and sharp.
Your 3 hand axes. Did you bring your long axe?
Yep.
Good.
They shouldn't really walk too much down the street, but they're probably out here. They probably wouldn't so much would be an issue.
Yeah, walking around with.
It's like you're going somewhere to chop wood.
That's the design of the axe.
Unless it's all covered in blood. Human wood!
No, here.
Only my character can't
Moose.
kill.
Moose
We were just already watching you try to kill some. I was wondering if you're going to go at that guy with an axe. You just serial killed a person right outside at the bus stop but I left a purse full of money and he took it.
Then you'd have gone to jail.
Hey, technically I was just exercising the rights of my religion.
Blood for the blood gods.
Sacrifice.
That's how you look for sacrifices, huh? What do you expect? She lives in Amityville. Amityville Adventure Club. So, no one does anything else with the day. We're just going to go to the evening sleepy sleep. And everyone makes a determination roll versus 14.
Perception.
No,
16.
determination.
Nation.
DET. Like the last
Bottom
stat.
right one.
9. 19.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. You three take. You remember that fatigue? The 5 spaces? Take 1. You did not sleep well. You had weird dreams all night. Felt like someone was watching you outside your window.
Probably was.
It's not me.
The other 2, you didn't notice anyone watching out the window. Your puppet was watching out the window. So someone came to the window, he's like... You're like, but there's no curtains outside. There is now.
Sleeping with a rifle.
Now closing the eaves.
Yeah. This one product. You leave everything in the chest or you bring the doll out. Let him out. He's been running around in your dreams a lot lately. He'll just show up. He's playing around. He's serving you a meal at restaurants in your dreams, things like that. You know, just playing the NPCs in your dreams. He doesn't talk there either, though, because ventriloquist dummies don't talk. It's the person holding it that talks. He can't talk. But you know what he's saying. He can only talk if you put your hand in his butt.
So that's his purpose.
Yeah. I don't know. Not so much. Still think it's the guy, of course, but you know.
Except for that one episode where it was the Mega Scar.
Oh, there's been some really good cartoons on Scarface and Batman that made you wonder.
Well, it was the Batman, the one with the Mega Scarface. And Wesker was actually in the puppet position.
Well, in the comic books, they had one thing that makes you wonder. They kind of makes you think it's a person because they've destroyed that puppet before, and the guy's just recreated one. So, you know.
Oh, he's
Could be a haunted doll, yeah. Like a Chucky doll.
Ooh,
He just doesn't do it unless, like, anyone else is around.
What, kind of like the frog that sings around the one guy but close
Yeah. Yeah, fucking kill that frog.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember
That is one of the most sadistic cartoon characters.
Oh, God.
Next to Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird is just out and out evil.
And I think now Bill's got that song stuck in his head.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime cat.
And all he's going to be seeing is this.
We will do these as, when it comes to this, being...
Any other name than that?
Hey, anybody took a bell?
Just get a song stuck in his head.
It just did.
Just as the day that got.
Hey.
I got that song stuck in his head one day.
I almost beat on you for that one.
No.
We were in a good conversation about
Okay.
Yes.
I'm thinking of things in case someone fails to roll or has something happen, like early in the morning, when we check to see how everyone's doing. One can be sick, two can be sleep in, and I have 3 and 4, which are supposed to be getting less and less. Sick is the worst. Sleeping in.
The runs.
No, it's not supposed to be. That's still sick.
Okay.
Reasons that, like in the morning, that wasn't like with everyone else first thing in the morning. It's like an encounter card, and if they draw a suit or draw a face card, it'll be one of these suits that'll determine what the thing is. I was trying to think of 2 more
Nightmares?
rather mundane things. Nightmares?
From-
Sure.
limbs asleep.
Yeah.
Just slow in the morning, then
Yeah.
limb sleep.
Kind of like, joint pain.
Sluggish.
Okay. So everyone do a check to see how it goes in the morning. Now, some of you already have problems with stuff. Any face cards? No. No, you got a face card? You got a heart. You had... Did you already have nightmares?
I felt like somebody was watching me.
Yeah. You need a determination check.
15.
Okay, you're all right. You felt you someone, and then you had nightmares, but they weren't like too bad. You fall asleep and you still feel they were watching you, and you think you went to check the window, and you see something, and you jump like that, but it ended up you were back in bed. You didn't see it. What you saw was kind of like a shadow. Is all. You didn't see anything like specific. So, next morning, some of you are a little fatigued in the morning.
Ooh, man.
We will
He
say
tried to tickle me.
you have, in most cases,
I'm gonna move the keys so you don't
3 activities a day. Now, those of you that can get rid of a fatigue by using one of these 3 periods a day. You just basically go take a nap for a while and you'll be all right. As long as you make a determination. Because there's something that you are feeling a little anxious in the area. Something's kind of giving you feel a little weird. Now, in some cases, like searching the house, may take you all day. It's not one activity because of how big it is. Same would go with checking this place. But you guys can decide. Now that you're all right, except for two of you are a little tired, it won't have any effect on you until the second lost fatigue, and then you'll have -2 points to everything. If you get a good night, you will receive 1 back fatigue. So it will always... So, where is the plan? How are you guys going to... You're all sitting at dinner table. You all be given eggs, hash browns, sausage. A little heavy on breakfast. Anyone attempt to finish it all?
I'll try.
I've never been to Denny's.
Anyone try? Make it... Or endurance check. Ow.
What?
Endurance.
16.
6.
Pop the lens out.
Let's see.
Put it back.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay?
Good Brad.
Anyone else?
I'm at a 16.
Okay. You guys go ahead and finish breakfast. Don't get sick or anything. It's a lot to it.
Scratching
Well,
behind
this
the ear.
side, they all
So, as you guys are eating, she sits down on the table with some jelly toast and coffee. She snacked. So I snacked while I was making my breakfast. So, everyone has bites out of their sausage. No. What do you children plan to do today?
What was his name? The guy from his house.
Mr. Phillips.
We actually are planning.
James Phillips, that's right.
He's the one who has the house that.
Yeah, that's.
It's out of it's up in the hills a
Oh
little
man,
bit.
doing a little sightseeing around town.
Possibly go up to Mr. Phillips's old place.
Okay.
Anything you can
Wow,
tell me?
what's so popular about that place?
Well, first off, he did pass away up there.
Oh. Yes. Yes, he did.
And might I ask, why'd you say it was so popular? Has anybody else come looking for it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, someone asked me about it one time. They just kind of like grabbed his stuff and went straight up that way.
Did you happen to catch his name?
No, I didn't.
Do we have a description of what this guy looked like?
Yes.
Could you describe him for me?
Let's see. My cards. I was like, where's my cards?
So,
I'll have to look at it after.
Hold on.
She gives a definition or description that really. The only thing you can get that kind of seems like maybe is he was a city guy, wore one of them city round hats.
A bolo hat.
I mean, it's kind of round at the top. It's got the rim on it.
Yeah, that's a bolo hat.
Not a
Bowler
cowboy
hat.
hat like no
Bowler hat, bowler hat, boldo hat,
It's
dildo hat.
It's bowler. B-O-W-L-E-R.
Good thing my dad's not watching. He'd be cussing you out in chat.
Pretty sure.
That's the only hat he wears.
Well,
Bowlers? How about the
Then he has his train conductor
Yeah.
hat that he wears.
That's what I picture every time I see your dad.
But that derby that he has.
she's trying to do his money.
I know he has the other one, but that's just what sticks in my head.
Well, he's been wearing those since I was a kid.
So,
No, Bill, you gotta grab.
When are you going to learn?
I'm gonna quit.
Same part.
So we will start here.
Thank you for the information.
At Nick, what's your plans?
I'm going up to that house.
I'll go
What
with
house?
Yeah.
Same.
I want to do a little looking around.
That is with
No.
Garrett and Blake.
I'm gonna head over to City Hall to find information
Okay,
about
so
him.
Garrett's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Garrett.
I'm gonna go and find
City
out
Hall.
information about the guy. If they know anything about him. Or
Okay.
where he might be.
Now we have
Well, Phillips
You
is
two.
dead.
I know, but
Well, I
I
have
see
to go to the
what
house.
he died from
House?
and everything from
Okay.
information.
that was
Death certificate, autopsy reports.
Yeah.
Zell.
Good idea.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Walking around the boarding house and checking it out.
You want to check around the boarding house?
See any information from there, you know, because somebody was there and looked already. Might have information from there.
It's possible.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. She just gave me a tidbit of information of why I'm going up there in the first place. There's a possibility that the guy who was sent right before us
Okay.
Ramsey.
just packed up his gear and walked up there. That's why he wasn't even signed in.
Yeah. But I'm gonna check out.
Oh, you heard? Mr. Phillips's place was rather nice. One of the few places besides the boarding house that has updated, like it's got more bathrooms even. But a lot of places in town don't. You see a lot of outhouses outside law buildings. Except for like official buildings.
Now, can you imagine people having to deal with outhouses nowadays?
Well, I give you a place to read their email.
I have until May 14th to do my classes.
Oh, Charlie.
So basically, he's got a better house than everybody else around the area.
Yeah, but he lives outside of town. But there's a farm,
A day for each.
big farm
So.
between here and his place was on the other side. It used to be another farm,
And it was
but
supposed
the land's all been sold off, and he just has the house from the entire
to be on my
farm.
birthday.
Pretty big house, though. Huh?
They extended it.
Almost about the same size as boarding house.
Mm.
I could do.
So,
In other words,
where's Judah? Oh, Judah said okay.
I can get them
So-
done fairly quick.
I need speed check from everyone. Higher the speed, the better. We'll do
Hey,
the highest one
I'm
first.
clean. I'm not carrying any mess. Not sure about him though.
14.
16.
15.
14 for 16 for Garrett.
Yep.
14 for Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Blake.
15.
15. Zelda.
14.
14. Judah.
19.
Well then, we go Judah, Garrett, and then you guys at the house. It's probably the long. Well, the first question then is, you guys should probably take in the car.
Yeah.
Who has a vehicle skill? Both you two? Okay. Either one of you, go ahead and draw. Don't get below a 7.
You got the big one.
We're good.
Because there's not a whole lot of traffic either. so-
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first we'll start with Juta.
Don't worry, I plan on building the home with this one.
Well,
It's a 6.
Juta, you're an outsider. You look too different. You're going to be brought in. The question is,
And then you will be the virgin sacrifice.
to the Trogon.
Oh, God.
not the true God.
American Dad.
I know, that's what I was like, oh, God.
She's not a virgin. She had sex with 3 of those guys on the way here.
Which one? Which one? One of them was it? Ah, it was you. It was you.
Is anything like
Not me.
Rick and his 2 crows? Rick, 2 crows.
I didn't know it.
Oh, not me.
Okay. You have a pen over there, or a pencil?
Yep.
You will be filling in on this map so that other people can refer as I describe the places to you.
Write it cleanly, please.
Okay, for starters, 1
Boom.
is the reception lounge.
Boom.
First of all, you need a strength roll in the morning.
Me?
Yep.
Me.
8, 9, 10, 11.
I don't think she heard you earlier.
8, 9, 10, oh yeah.
Okay, you got enough wood. Just enough to keep her happy. Promptly in the morning, around 9:15, you hear a thump at the front porch, and the daily register is delivered. You listening? So I'm talking to Judah. You didn't notice it anyway, so I was going to say about the switchboard, but you're going to notice it.
Yeah, that would have been funny if she had done that and you grabbed her knee at the same time.
Okay. Draw an encounter card.
That may not have been, you know.
Okay.
She may have done that.
What room you want to check next?
You'll just try to do it.
Working room 2.
2? That's the dining room. That's where you guys ate.
Look around.
This is where everyone meets. Of course, though, if you do want to eat in your room, she'll bring you your food.
Pretty sure you
But you know, there's no reason
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to just be sociable, come down and meet with everyone else. But.
She likes you, Garrett.
And you already convicted Gmail.
Who? Oh, the old lady?
Next, okay, draw an encounter. Good.
Joker.
Well, I think you're out now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Now you can also use Moxie if you want to be assured you don't get an encounter. Basically means you're
I
sneaking
need
around
to
more.
An 8.
Okay. What's the next one you wanted?
Probably can go
4. Because basically, if you roll an encounter card, that's when you're going to run to Auntie. Till then, you're just sneaking around your house. This is a storeroom, a pantry. The food in here is used for the kitchen. Is 3 nearby you?
Yeah.
That's the kitchen. I'll give you that one for free because you've gotten the dining room and the storeroom, so you probably pass through the kitchen to get there, or near to. Okay? Where do you want to go now?
I misspoke kitchen, but
Well,
well.
actually, between these 3, let's do a perception check.
Why couldn't you be shooter rushing and just touch him and make him disintegrate?
You know, making a joke about what happened on Star Trek.
Oh my god. The
9.
comment Rose made up for a cool freaking shit.
We should start with.
No.
We'll start with Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a day of the week.
I could have sworn
Thursday.
She said that was
Okay.
hot.
We'll be starting. This is Thursday. Okay.
But you went out already.
And what you get on your perception?
9.
Okay. Nothing unusual. Where do you want to go next?
I'm gonna go to room 5.
5.
Yeah,
Go ahead and draw an encounter check.
Nope.
Okay, this is a rear porch, simply a small room that leads to the rear door. When one of the various some people visit, they'll come in here, and this is basically where she talks to people a lot of times. It's kind of like, the nonchalant back entrance. People walk in and talk to her. She'll meet them there, like when they're delivering the milk in the morning, things like that.
So pretty much like the back room at a store.
Yeah, this is her rear porch where they just basically come in, they leave the things there. There's actually a separate door into the house from there, really. I'll work on that.
I can smell it.
Yep, there it is.
Char?
Okay,
There it was.
wasn't that great?
That's the thing, it wasn't there the first time.
I can smell
The char
Okay.
or the flavor?
it. No,
It's never there.
it's like sperm.
Like sperm?
Burn.
Hey, you're the one taking it, so you laugh all you want. Okay,
Hey, he's the one who has a picture of seeds on fun it is. So.
You.
I'm gonna go back.
Well, it's
Wait.
reference.
I want to check something.
Yeah, I'm
It's
making a joke.
7, 8. Oh no, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14. Choose one.
7.
Okay, put that as your room. Put your name in there. Everyone else, we'll start with Mike. What's left is 9 through 14.
9.
9 is Nick's room. Yeah, everyone but yours is on the second floor. You get all of the one downstairs next to her. Sure, Garrett doesn't want? No. Next, Blake.
Encounter check or
10 through 14. No, I'm just checking what room you guys are in.
11?
Okay. But 11 is Blake's. Zelda.
Me being the creepy gypsy chick. 13.
13's for Zelda. And Garrett. You have, I think, 10, 12,
10.
14. 10 is Garrett. Okay, those rooms, as well as 13 and 14, they're bedrooms. Well, you can check 13 and 14.
No, she said she wanted 13.
14 and 12. are the
She has,
only
I
ones.
think she has 7.
No, Zelda.
Zelda has 13, yeah. So 14?
14 and 12 are the ones that I'm
And
playing.
then 15.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
it's supposed
those
to
are
be
the two
14,
empty ones.
yeah.
I'll mark them up here. 12 and 14 are the two empty ones, right?
Yep.
Everything else has people in it.
Oh, and 8.
8?
8, 15.
8 is her bedroom. If you go in there, and she's there, it could be very uncomfortable. Naked Auntie Sophie. So where do you want to go now?
Oh, the room 5, I'm gonna go to room 6.
6? Counter check.
Nope.
Okay. This room contains a gasoline-powered generator. There's a switchboard used to turn off the electricity to unused rooms. This is where she controls the electricity to specific rooms. It's not being used. She saves power by turning that room off. It's kind of a nice little layout. Kind of like a small hotel that became an Airbnb, but what next?
I'm gonna go upstairs to room 12.
Okay, go ahead and draw an encounter check.
No, it's it also
7.
creates PCOS.
Okay. First of all, do a perception check.
15.
Okay. This room is locked. So far, it's the first locked door you've run into in this place.
Which one?
What do you do?
Yeah,
Do you have any ability to get through locks
Medication.
besides an axe?
Counteracts.
Other than an axe. You can't break down the door.
Darn it! I'm just gonna ignore it.
Okay. Where now?
14.
14? That one is also locked.
I'm not
Stay out of
gonna.
my room.
Where do you want to go?
There's only one more room. 15.
15, it's a small closet used for linen.
Don't forget the basement.
Now, there is an outhouse outside, but, that's in case it's the other's being used. The bathroom's new. And it's a very basic bathroom. There's no, actually tub built in the room. She has to bring it in.
We meant to explore the whole area.
Yes, she did.
Except for those two.
Except for the two locked rooms.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
don't
wish
have
to
any.
way to do anything about it?
Oh, I have a toolkit. I could probably use one of the. I forgot about my toolkit. I could probably use a screwdriver
Can you
to.
try something? You go try to force one of the rooms. First, are you trying to force one of the doors with your tools?
I'm trying to like play with the lock and see if I can get it to unlock
try and
without any like evidence that I'm trying to mess with the
Here,
lock.
use my credit card. Wait,
Now, if you get an ace, you know you just fucked up the door. Go ahead and check.
You know, 1905.
No,
the
Plus
locks
your
are
dex.
Not that complicated.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is like a small piece of metal with a bit of a hook on the end,
15.
and you can turn it.
Okay. Yes. It goes ahead and you pop it open. Do an encounter check.
You ran into
Nope.
an old naked guy.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
Randy
hanging from the
Garrett.
ceiling. Raging hard on. Hands in it.
Ah!
You know how he
It's
died now.
Victor.
Did you get? Had you do a perception check?
Yes.
What'd you get?
Not yet.
Okay, do one.
And he's the kind of guy you actually expect to find in this kind of time.
13.
13. Looks the same as every other room. Except for since you got over to 12, you notice there's like a notepad next to the phone. So you don't have a notepad next to your phone.
I'm gonna go over to it and see if there's anything written on it.
Nothing's written on it.
But you could try to script a pencil over it to see if there's any kind of imprints from previous writings.
You want to try something?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to like.
Dex roll. Don't flub it. How lightly can you do it?
15.
Okay. You have
I just hit like 2.
12. It's a number. Space. No, 3 numbers. Space. 3 numbers. Space. 4 numbers.
I'm gonna tear that page out and like stick it in my pocket.
Okay. The one you scribbled on and made? 'Cause
Yeah.
There's nothing on it. It's like the page before someone wrote and then took that page. Take the number.
Yeah.
Okay. You have never seen this number, but yeah, you have it.
Looks
Put in your pocket?
Long distance
Yep.
phone number.
Okay.
Like 666.
We're going to check because there's been a lot of rooms and stuff here. 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 9, and 10 plus. You still have part of the day left. Or no, you're still doing it when everyone else shows up. Pull a card, or put a card if you want to be quick about it. Ace, you got that all done in the first part of the day. This was a pretty clean house. Just kind of looked in the door. Nothing. Nothing. Do a perception check.
7.
You don't even know where the old lady went.
You don't even know where you went.
I lost me. You walk out the door and end up at the other house. You're like, how the hell?
How did I want to be a?
Okay.
What?
Oh, it's just kind of felt buckle.
He's coming undressed. Quit getting naked out here.
Well, they want your ratings.
I'll have to improve them by showing my own. I gotta do it. Just for the sake of viewing. Okay. Next was Garrett. See, Judah did that. By noon, midday, you'll be done. So when we come around, you can check. You, though, went to the City Hall. First, draw an encounter for the card for on the way to City Hall.
7.
Okay. Where is it? Moose.
Still got you.
You're trying to kill Mando. How dare you?
A moth couldn't kill him.
That's true.
I'm gonna bite you.
Can I watch?
In the words of Nebula, promises, promises.
I would say your best chance is make a perception check to find the place. Garrett, perception check for finding the place.
Perception.
Yes.
Or for that.
For you to find
Say Joker.
the Joker.
And then you got a perception for what? For finding the city hall?
Yes.
You know your water bottles are
Perception
Meh.
6 and 6, 12.
Oh no, she's got fruit snacks again.
Okay.
I'm doing no today. I'm a person.
Technically,
Oh, thank God.
you can't find so much town hall, but you did find a lawyer, income tax, kind of an official building. Takes care of all this stuff.
You're healthy.
Go check there. Also, they keep records. It's all kind of like rolled into one building.
Okay.
It's a small little place.
Oh, sorry.
What do you say? First of all, do a charisma check.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that.
Joker. Wait a second.
And what sucks is it was right on the iris.
Oh.
I thought I could handle it when I put my contacts in, but not one. It's freaking.
Voluntary?
Yeah.
Especially since it's a lot harder to push.
Perception is 6, 7, 8, 9,
I didn't mean
10,
to
12.
get you to do that.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Like Nutri-Grain, huh?
Okay.
I'm healthy for you.
Lady at the front,
Never mind.
wearing the little glasses.
Yeah.
Kind of, she's like,
It actually tastes really good too.
kind of a pruny looking face. Is what are you looking for?
I'm looking for any information from a gentleman named, what was his first name?
Joseph
Really
or no?
good for you.
I think I just saw Joseph.
Phillips.
Joseph?
Phillips. I think was the name you said.
Just keep saying Phillips a lot of times. Let me check here.
Because
I
it's
just
his
called
last
her
name.
up like in the live chat.
Huh?
His last name's Phillips.
Yeah, I was just trying to find his first name.
It's blah blah Phillips.
Do you want one?
James T. Phillips. Who was James? My middle name and my last name. I didn't put it in here though. It's alright.
Bullshit.
It's alright. I also had a snake named after me in Adult Swim. His name though was Nathan Scott Phillips. It was the name of the snake that ate shake and meatball and then fry
Oh,
glue
didn't
them up.
show up.
So,
She's still watching.
you find out that, first of all, the lady says, oh, Mr. Phillips, was that writer out there outside of town?
Yes.
Just a whole box of these.
Not really going to have a whole lot about him except for, well, let's see here. We have, a local newspaper's article. And that's about it, really, and that pertains to his death.
What killed him?
Well, I don't pay that much attention to it. Yeah, he was an outsider, kind of in town. He's a writer. He was kind of a creepy guy, though. Only person hung around him was Pickman out there at his farm. That farm's right next to the place. They hung around sometimes.
Okay.
Pickman actually used to You know, somewhere around town, some guy used to do his cover for a lot of his books. An old guy, been around forever. You wouldn't know from the art style it was him. I can't remember his name. She says. He's somewhere in town. Maybe you start asking people around. Pickman might know it. Yeah. Joseph Pickman. But let's see. And she goes and digs up the newspaper article for you to look at, too. She brings it to you.
Okay.
Information you've obtained from it. Make a intelligence roll.
Intelligence?
Yep. Or pull. Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
8. Okay. Phillips was found dead on May 6th at 9 a.m. by his housekeeper, Miss Mabel Frost. He was found seated upright at his desk inside his locked study. So, you know.
Did they find out exactly what killed him?
It doesn't say on the article. The coroner's report hadn't been done yet by the time the article was written. You know, you probably got to check. We don't always follow up with it, you know. Or you check with the newspaper. They might even know more information directly. Sometimes they have a lot of information that got edited out.
Do you have any, do the coroner's report off of it?
No, I don't. You probably have to check there.
I have to talk to the police
I don't get all the
department.
records. I only kind of get...
So I'll probably have to go to the police department for that?
Yeah, you can probably get a lot more information there.
Okay, I'll head over there next. Thank you.
Okay. So, that'll be your first part of the day. So now we're to 3 of you at the house, which may be the whole rest of the day for you guys.
You're gonna check and see if there's an aura around. Yep.
Once you get there?
Yep.
Are you sharpening your knife?
Before we enter, that way we don't actually trigger something.
God, there's a...
I'm not going to give you an X.
I wish I had more ink in my printer, because then I just print out and cut out the copies.
You'll be getting
but
some
I
on the
don't.
first.
Well, yeah. That's why I'm giving you guys little pieces of paper. I was just explaining that. Who's got the best writing?
Not me.
I have a doctor's handwriting.
Yes, man.
I got chicken scratch.
Well, you're not there.
Mine's just.
Do you want him to write your guys' stuff down? Here's the map.
That's not to make best time. That was me.
And
I got it.
here's the overhead. I'll give you just little things to write, don't worry. I'll try to. Here is a picture of the house.
Well, first I'm going to do the precognition.
Here is the area around the house. And you have the map. Okay,
What do you see in this ink blot?
precognition. Go ahead and do it.
An asshole.
Go ahead and do it.
That's not nice to say about Mike.
Let's see. It's...
Sure, it wasn't about you.
What I see is bitch 1, bitch 2, bitch 3 getting killed by a tiger.
15.
So, you in a house of mirrors, okay.
15.
She got me. And then caught it.
You feel it should be safe
For now.
as long as we get out before nightfall. You feel there's a, like, you know,
What is this, a house?
it's early. Who is driving? You do a perception check. On a 12. Otherwise, you might have wasted part of the day finding the place. Okay, you're good. You still found the place with some of the morning left. So, make sure I got 13, 14.
Doesn't help.
Philip's home. Philip's home appears to be in relatively good condition for its years of neglect since the original, it's been empty since he died. The windows leading, windows, some of them were boarded up. Doors seem to be locked, but there's padlocks on them. But before leaving, you guys were given keys for everything. Just like she gave him. Gave him a copy of the set of the keys, gave you guys a copy of the set of the keys. But your first thing you notice when you show up, the front door's locked. So if the guy was here and something happened to him,
Well, you have keys. They have keys, right?
yes, you guys have keys. There's no problem. You can open and look around. You have the freedom, like we did with hers. Pick a door, probably the one past the front door, and kind of go around, and we'll go through and we'll check. Although, while we're checking for encounters, I'm only going to worry about the king. Oh, and the queen. The jack, I'm not going to count because there's less chance of encounter. And one of those two are just rats. Like a single rat running around. One, I'll come up with something at the time, if it comes up at all.
So,
let's for from Suicide Squad.
You find a spear. Longinus?
Starfish?
I was thinking, no spear, not star. Was it Longinus? Is that? What was the name of the spear that pierced the side of Christ? Well, I think it was actually named after the centurion that was carrying it when it happened.
It's the spear of Longinus, yeah.
Longinus, okay, yeah. Oh, for some reason the name was coming here. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that coming to my head?
Because you have a head.
Oh, probably because in our Marvel superheroes game, they went through a time period where the villains were chasing a bunch of artifacts. Probably where that. Last time I referred to any, because they were fighting the Nazis. Standard, typical superhero Nazi shit. Where you can kill them and they're like killing robots, you don't lose karma. It was a child Nazi! Kill him! No loss of karma! Free killing.
Here, let me just send Cabal back to, April 20th, 1951, or 1918 and have him kill Hitler.
Now here's the quandary: do you kill Hitler as a child, or do you not?
I'm gonna just kill his mother and prevent that ever from happening in the first place. Oh, you would think they wouldn't be killing a child.
Maybe she's a horrible person. Okay. We don't know. You have the map. So we'll let you pick the first room.
2.
2. Living room. Pull a card just to check on that. Because you just entered the house. You also won't be checking quite as often. Okay, you're good. Room's empty. Upon entering the living room, Daryl's going to be able to tell that things are not as they should be. Furniture disarrayed. A small table has been knocked over, and a fireplace poker lying on the opposite side of the room from the fireplace. At this point, if you want anything more, do perception checks for everyone that's going in. You can also decide to split up if you guys want.
Yeah, I wanted to go into a study.
Well, you got to first enter the building.
Yeah.
So first on that, everyone do a perception check if you want to look around this room. Otherwise, you want to go straight to the next room?
Yeah.
Do you have this map? Where's the map? Is it next to it? The study, or does he have to go through any
That would
room?
be 1.
Okay, so you can go 1? Oh, it doesn't say. Study's number 4, actually. 1's the garage. It's probably obvious from the outside.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm just saying,
There's no indicator.
when you showed up, yeah, on that it's not obvious, but when you showed up and looked at it, you would have noticed. That's why I'm just giving you that for free. You haven't been in there?
So you want to go to 4?
Yeah.
Okay, first let me describe. Okay, who's checking this room for any further details? Neither one of you? You don't have to. That's what you have.
Alex is.
You want to check? Go ahead. Perception.
$13.
Okay. Okay. Good enough to additionally add, when you're looking around the room, the dust that covers most of the house has been slightly disturbed here. There's evidence of someone having sat down in one of the chairs, as well as the fact that a small oil lamp has been moved from its position, as evident by the dustless circle in the center of one of the upright tables.
No dust at all in that spot.
Yeah, that spot.
So it's recent.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Make sure I mark what you have and haven't. Okay. Study. You let him go off to the study, or so to start with you guys. Where are you guys going? You all head to the study. Everyone goes there.
It's the next room.
Okay. I don't have the map. You have the only copy. It'd be nice if I had one, but I didn't make an additional page. So study. Door leading to the study is slightly ajar. It is not ajar. Oh. Inside the room, anyone there, make a perception check.
11.
Okay. You want to check too?
Perception?
Yep.
15.
That's 2 additional things. How about you? Just kind of give it a general look around. Listen to what they see. Okay. Study. Mark which ones we've done. Living room. Study. The door leading to the study, like I said, was slightly ajar. Looks more like a study. Okay.
Ready, just to be safe.
What? Okay. Let me read this again. This sentence doesn't make a whole. The door leading into the study will be slightly ajar. Inside the room, the Darrells will find a study looking much like a study. Okay, I said much more. Much more like a study should be. Looks like a regular study. A desk, bookshelf, a Franklin stove, and a window looking out into the yard. Everyone that's into the room, make an intelligence check. And because you all have communicators, we can share all the information. We'll say we're going. So you guys, what's going on?
15 actually.
14.
Everyone that got a 14 or higher. It's just one or two of you. Did you two?
15.
No.
14.
These
14.
two got it.
Okay, I heard 2 of them. Which then you guys can share it. This is the room in which Phillips was found dead in, where he was, over up against a chair, as he heard in the story or on the newspaper. Was found by the maid. If not for the dust and cobwebs, the Daredevils would have reasoned, Daredevils being you guys, to believe that the owner had only recently left, except for the dust. This room, not like the front room you guys showed up in, that looked like something had happened.
Mm-hmm.
This room where a dead body was found, completely peaceful.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Hey, Devin.
Yeah.
Master detective on this room.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Burnt.
Okay.
Listen,
Now let me go
Michael,
through the 3 issues of what you guys found. Okay? You guys' 3 pieces of information, you and him total. There are papers strewn about the office or around the desk. A few of the papers have a large brown stain on them from coffee. An empty mug with sediment of some coffee grains on the bottom sits on the desk.
So he could have had a tip before he died, or
The let's see. The dead center of the desk is an aged copy, kind of dusty, of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. An appropriate size space could be found for this volume. Oh, okay. There are some books on the shelves, and an immediate look will look like you can see where on the shelf it sat.
what? No book of Archibald and the Willow.
Zelda and Nick roll perception checks.
You mean Blake?
No. Nick.
11.
Wait,
13.
Blake came in later in the group during the balloon trip, right?
No.
I was never on the Bloom Trip.
Okay, so after that, okay.
Open the main. It's not.
Oh, what'd you get?
I came in when they were
11.
transporting the body.
Okay.
remember?
Yeah, after Max died.
Guess what's on the shelf?
Our book.
Along with some other travel logs. Looks like he likes buying a lot of them. Half of them coming from the same publisher.
Congratulations, all your fans died.
Both of them. No. Okay, appropriately sized, let's see, you find the size for the box, which helps you also with your detective. The shelves themselves contain a wide variety of books. This is also partially where your information comes in. From weird fantasy to travel commentaries, which is where you guys fall in. As you're searching the desk, you find a hidden object. And if you open one of the desk drawers, the like when it slides, it sounds like something slid in the drawer.
I'll pop it open.
You open the drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perception check, just to see how long
Well,
it
he's
takes you to
done this.
notice.
I'm going to do post-cognition.
Sit down at the desk, or where do you want to sit? At the desk, or there's
16.
a separate chair in the room too for like relaxing.
I'd say sit down in the middle of the floor. That way you don't interfere in case.
That's what I'm going to do. Right in the
That
middle
way
of the floor.
you can see who was in the chair without you interfering. With
How about the dust on the? Do you clear the dust, or you just sit on it?
Sit on it.
Okay,
16.
16. Go ahead and roll.
11.
16. Takes you a little bit to find that there's a. As you open the drawer, there's like dividers in the drawer, but in the first one is like a little inset wood piece, like half a box. It sits in that section.
I'm in your ear.
That when you open
I'm
and
in
close
your
it, it
ear.
shakes a little bit. It almost like maybe at one time it was fit perfectly, but it's worn down a little bit. So when you grab it and pull it up, there's a small key
Yeah.
inside there. Write that down.
Me.
Small desk key. It does relate to something.
Yeah.
The paper. Oh, and as you go to pick it up, it's tied to a piece of paper.
I read
Folded
paper.
closed. You read it.
Yep.
Paper has only one word written on it. It says chest.
So there's a chest around here.
Okay,
Nah.
Oh wait, there are 2.
you were doing post, right?
Yep.
Okay, you got an 11.
Nah.
I guess you should be glad you don't have gauges.
I used to.
Your gauges.
Why you know that one screwed up?
Yeah, your gauges and go. And I do this to you.
I've seen this.
Oh, I saw it.
Okay? Sitting there, you kind of get a weird,
Vibe.
yeah, something that shows at 1 second there's like a slightly younger guy here. And then there's a much older guy, and they're looking at art. This is all like going by really quickly. And then you see him sitting here at the desk writing, looking at books, writing, checking things, leaves the room, comes back, checks some stuff, and then, you know, just keeps doing that for a while. Finally, he sits down for a while, laying back like he's just going to take a nap. And then a priest and a doctor shows up.
He is over the age of 8, right?
Yeah.
Please.
The priest kind of sticks on the edge of the room, like he doesn't actually enter the room. So the doctor comes in and gives the guy a shot, and then checks him and waits for a while. Then he finally turns back and leaves, and the the father follows him out. The priest. They leave. And later on, you see emergency people showing up. Or you see the maid show up, and then the emergency vehicles show up, and they take him away.
When you said the doctor showed up and checked him something, it made me think of the first Mechanic movie. That's a jump.
I'm trying to get the autopsy. I'm trying to get. See what they found.
So,
Killed him.
that's what you found in that room. Are you guys going to wait while she's doing the clairvoyance? Okay. Moved up on the later part of the day because it takes an hour for that. Okay. After that all done, draw a card for all three of you. She's been sitting there for a while. Joker,
To Joker.
using up your cards.
You do realize that's my first Joker.
Yeah. Not like Judah over there who's burnt both of hers.
I've done one.
Still waiting on mine.
I'm waiting for a second.
I'm not burnt both.
Did you get both of them? That's alright, you didn't want any to begin with. You're just getting in the way.
854, so you know.
What?
854.
Okay. We need a room. You're good. Where do you want to go next?
Room 3.
3.
That's right there. Or dining room, I guess.
Keep your eyes out. for
You
shit.
guys all draw for this room as you enter it. Because you just left the room you've been sitting in for an hour.
No.
Everything good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Dining room appears to be in perfect condition. No dishes or anything out, though. It looks like it's been nice and clean. Except for dust and cobwebs. Everyone do a perception check.
No.
13.
15.
15.
Lay there.
It almost out my nose.
Nah.
It almost stuck out my nose.
Nah.
She's not taking this shit straight.
Yes, she is.
I am, and you just have to find the
Okay.
right spot.
On
It's
Nah.
Blake, as you're checking the window to this room, you notice just on the outside of the window. And if you go ahead, well, do you want to like? Would you? Well, it looks like on the outside of the window, there's some
I know.
brownish or reddish looking, like not a lot, like a few drops on the outside, on the edge of the windowsill. And now you go ahead and open the window, and you'll see that it looks like a little bit's on the inside underneath where it closed, and then outside, but you're not on the inside of the room. You can't see it at all from this side, but when you lift it, there's like a little bit of like window, and it's like the outside, and it's a little bit splotched like that. This is the inside of the house, and this is the outside. It actually kind of goes down that edge a little bit.
Oh, I'm not there.
So that's your, you discovered that. That was your bit of strange hidden information. You have medical skill. Make a medical check.
Medicine, you mean?
Yes, medicine.
Well, I'm just wondering if we could find a chest. Is a chest full?
You're not there.
17.
You gotta wait.
Second. I know, but I'm thinking. Chest.
17.
17.
Ouch.
Well, it is blood. Giving it a little bit of like checking with the kitchen stuff you have to like see how it, your basic stuff. You can't tell like whose exactly, but you're good like 75% sure it's also human blood.
Well, it depends on how well it's browning because it could determine how much hemoglobin there is in there, and that's one thing that's characterized with humans.
Now you can't tell like the RH level or positive, negative, unless you start getting more stuff. But right now you can kind of go, that seems to be human blood. It's not bare.
Depending on how much it's browned, it could determine how old it is.
Yeah. Let me see here.
They actually did develop this technology where you use a camera to take photos of it, and they compare it against what's observed before to determine the exact age of it. Down to like within 20 minutes.
It's under that. It's older. It's pretty dry. But it's not the years older that since he died. But we're talking like a few months maybe.
And for it to be out like that means it was probably being brought out in a bag and it kind of soaked through when they put it down to leverage it out the window, which means Bert's probably going to find more bloodstains in the house.
Possibly. You guys can start keeping an eye out for that. Next room. 8.
It's connecting.
Yes, and because that's going from dining room to kitchen, I won't make you do an encounter. It's kind of like the same kind of connection room.
And I'm guessing 6 and 7 is the pantry and the closet.
I'll give you all those. You're pretty close. 6 is a pantry. The room is obviously used to store perishable foods, which it hasn't done too well for over the years. The moment some light enters this room,
A lot of mold comes out.
well, you can smell that, and a few rats come scurrying out for cover. Everyone roll for determination. Give me an 8 total, at least. Otherwise, you give out a dirty scream.
11.
16.
Okay, you guys are not afraid of the rats. Various forms of rancid food can be found here, as well as some moldy dog food in the far corner of the closet. Everyone do a perception check for the pantry. Or who wants to check the pantry?
14.
You do, I guess. the back of the pantry is what looks like could be a small trap door.
Open it.
Okay? It's not really concealed, but it's kind of like, well designed, so you don't notice it first. Make a strength roll, pull. I need an 8.
12.
Okay. It kind of pops open fairly easy and enters. It looks like, but it's dark right now. It goes into an open space.
Use our chemical light source that we made.
Okay. So you go ahead and check in there.
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna go crawling in there?
Yeah, might as well.
Dex roll. Will the doctor fit through the hole?
Which doctor?
I need a 10.
No comment.
16.
Okay, he goes finagling it in there, like a seal going through a little thin hole.
Or Zoidberg.
Yeah. Sideways. Hey, he's a doctor too.
Doctor. Yeah, non-human medicine.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Okay.
Blend it out to the non.
You go ahead and crawl in there with your little light.
Mhm.
To use it again, you'll have to remix it. It keeps going for about an hour, but you can't you can cover it up, put it in a bag or something. But you have to dump it and put some more chemicals in it.
Yeah.
Which we check at that time
Yeah.
to see if you have the chemicals because you didn't state you were carrying the extra chemical for it.
No.
But you might be able to find something at the hardware store if you checked. Or the general store. Remember, you used to be able to buy chemistry sets.
Mm-hmm.
You could
And
kill-
radiation suit.
Yeah, see? Find one of those, you're ready to go. You make a gun out of that, shoot your radioactive energy.
Eventually, you could make a very small nuke with
Yeah.
it, too.
Don't you still have your radiation gun?
Yes, I do.
Oh, God.
Yes, the Tesla powered.
So that's what happened to my Erector set.
Oh, I love those. When I was a kid, that and my Lego set, but my Erectors was like, oh. I took that and mixed it with a train set one time. And, the problem is you had to, put a little something between the two. Otherwise, some of those parts would start sparking. Well, only when the train went over it would shake. I also used to take the train thing and just plug it into things to see what happened. Take the cords off it and just burn stuff. I had a stone one
That's
time.
why I'm
that
not
did
allowed
that
to have
too.
a wood burning kit anymore.
But then the worst part was, I did it and I had this big chunk found in the swamp one day. But it looked like plastic. But it was like a rock. I used to sit here and try to test it, see if I found out what it was. Never found out, but I ended up losing it. It disappeared one day. Found out years later what it probably was. Big old frickin' chunk of amber. Could have fucking made some money off that thing. Too bad I lost it.
It's 905.
My parents probably stole it. I will buy a new car with this.
Or a new kid.
Yeah. Then my sister entered our life. I thought she was a monkey. Okay. You're in the I did the pantry. You're in the room checking it. It's about a 10-foot by 10-foot room. What'd you get on your check?
I got...
On your perception check.
6. Oh, I was crawling through that thing.
You crawled through already. You haven't
Yeah.
done your perception check once you got in there?
You didn't ask for one
Okay.
yet.
Well then do so.
9.
9! Tell me you know.
By the way, it's 905.
I know, that's what he
You
was
already
saying.
commented.
We'll get through Phillips's house and then I'll do a break.
You are in for it during break.
Ruh-roh, there's going to be a spanking for you, little lady. Okay. It's a empty room, 10 by 10, but looking at the corners of the room, and on the far side of the room, towards the top, is a door that goes outside. But it is locked from the inside. You have it's on the padlock. You have the key on the padlock or on the ring of keys. That was his personal key set, or a copy of it.
Okay.
And it opens up and you can
At
look
least someone
outside.
thinks that.
Go outside, I guess.
Well, might be difficult though. First of all, you have to climb like 6 feet to get to the hole.
No.
It's in the ceiling and it's like 1 foot tall.
Okay.
Also in the room, as you're looking out, especially since you have the extra light, there's like pieces of wood here and there, like firewood.
Congratulations, you just found the dry storage.
No, I think I found the chimney.
No,
Oh, you found where the chest was kept.
no, you found where they throw the wood into the basement, and this is where he chops it when he needs it, so he doesn't have to go out in the wet.
Oh, or during winter.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll just go back the way I came.
Okay. Now, as he was doing that, you two were checking the other ones, which was the storeroom,
That was 7.
number 7. 6 was the pantry, 7's the storeroom. Which is effectively a broom closet. There's nothing in there, but roll an encounter check.
Me too?
No, you're not there. Okay. 2 rats come running out. Make a check for that. Determination and 8 or better.
Just her?
Yeah. Because it jumped out near her.
Spider!
11.
Okay, if she fails, you can laugh maybe. But she's fine. They go away. And that was, and then the last one was the kitchen. This room is a generic country kitchen. A large variety of decaying food fills the cupboards. There's a coffee pot on the stove. There's an upturned dog dish in the middle of the room. No food. The rats have seen to this.
Well, yeah, they'll eat anything.
Perception check for those that are checking around the kitchen.
Encounter checks or?
Yeah, no.
Perception.
Perception check.
He's checking too.
Go ahead, check. He comes crawling out of the pantry, the wood shed.
Joker.
No, what suit?
Heart.
And it was a queen.
Yeah.
Heart. Heart. No, not really.
No encounter for me.
Quick perception check. Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you felt that something was watching through the window. But when you look, there's nothing there. But you felt it like you turn and would expect to see the person there looking at you. Like maybe it was Garrett or Judah. It wasn't like something scary. But when you turned, it wasn't there. That's a kitchen window. So.
You're playing with the chair, making it make noise.
Don't make noise.
That wasn't me.
I'll take away your points. Okay. I was paying enough attention. She's like, I'll make noise then. Where do you want to go?
To break.
You want to take a break before we continue?
Yep.
Just because you're going to beat her up, right?
I want to watch.
Okay. We're going to take a break, everyone. We'll be back.
Maybe with one less player.
Don't
I'm
worry, we
getting
only
out.
need like a fifth of her.
Yeah, everything from the waist up.
I'm going to get out of the firing range.
Control
Hold on, let me.
Let's
God damn it.
Your chair's stuck on something.
Stuck on something.
Yeah, that's what's stuck on her.
I'm getting out of the firing range.
Stop getting.
I'm getting out of the firing range.
And this is why we're boots.
Ouch.
yes.
Find some music.
You are a dead woman.
Oh! Shoulder!
Good.
I was
Ooh,
stretching
Mike,
and my
I'm glad
shoulder
you
just
passed.
popped.
I was gonna hold her in place.
Nah, we're just gonna walk away.
You know what? I could easily get you right now. You're stuck now. You're stuck now. You're stuck now.
Shoulder! My shoulder kept hitting this.
Okay. We should cut it off now.
You hit me in the boob.
Good.
Our viewers are probably like, what the heck is going on?
No, you don't.
I wasn't gonna snap it.
Well, everyone's still listening.
Our viewers are probably like, what the heck is going on? Jojo!
She's working on that.
You just said a series of words I don't understand.
My Hero Academia, he's one of the characters.
Okay.
He can shoot fire and ice.
Oh. Okay.
It's not feeling right.
Don't worry, it's not COVID, it's cannabis.
My big problem is I didn't eat today. I was breakfast this morning.
Better eat some. There's some chili mac in that pan.
What?
Chili mac.
Oh, and
Yeah.
pick up the broom so nobody won't trip on it. Try and eat something.
Yeah, grab the pan if you want.
Finish the rest of it.
Yep.
Okay. That'll work. Don't need a plate.
don't eat too close to the microphone.
Yeah, we'll get over this area. Yeah, this. Good enough.
Ouch! I swear, I just hurt myself even though no one is near me.
You're dangerous to yourself. Aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. What in the world are you eating?
Chili Mac.
Oh, don't let my grandma see that. She loves chili mac.
Want water?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I swear, every time we make mac, even if I put my name on it, my grandma makes chili mac out of it. My grandma is obsessed with chili mac.
Well, now your grandma knows you feel that way.
She doesn't watch these. He sleeps. She's asleep at this time.
Oh. And it's not like it's there forever for someone to view.
She doesn't even do YouTube or Instagram or any of that. She calls them stupid. Stupid waste of time.
Oh yeah, I bet that's because she's old. And a stupid waste of time.
Why is that not my phone like that?
Huh?
It's not about my grandma.
Old people. I hate old people. No, I'm 3.
What?
I'm 3. We're going on 4 soon.
At 50, it turns to 0.
I already served 50 years in servitude of the people. Now I get 50 years at least on my own, me being my life.
And by the way, to answer your question, it would explain why you were in diapers back then. You reset back to 0. You're in diapers.
Get to start all over.
So you're full.
I wasn't on diapers by the time I was 3. Although when I first started walking, I couldn't lift my head off the ground. I had a huge fucking head, about the same size I have now, probably.
Oh my God, Elephant Man!
Yeah, it was huge. I had to drag it. I dragged it on the ground.
My grandparents and my mother, and pictures I've seen, I look like a baby doll, like one of those porcelain baby dolls.
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
Bad choice on your side. Just stay that way.
I grew up, and I want to go back to when I was like a porcelain baby doll.
That'd be creepy.
Adorable when I was a baby.
Yeah, sure. I'd sell that kid.
I feel better now. I forgot to do something today.
Eat. What?
I forgot to eat today.
I ate around like 2:30 or so.
Hmm?
I ate around 2:30.
That's when you start to eat.
That's when I ate.
I did some oatmeal this morning around 6:30, but I didn't eat the rest of the day, and that's why I wasn't feeling right. That's when I had my diabetes.
I had rice at 3 a.m. I don't know why. I woke up at 3 a.m. and basically just went, okay, I'll stay awake since I have to work at 8.
I've done that a few times.
At least I get
Yeah,
to
you
sleep
started
this
working
long.
that job, huh?
What?
The computer one with local company?
I started last week.
Yeah, well, I don't pay attention to your life all the time. I got my own!
You? Life?
Yeah!
Then how are you not finishing those models?
How come? 'Cause I haven't plugged the damn thing back in yet. I'm also planning, I was thinking when I do them, I should go ahead and add the color afterwards, and I'll put some pictures of your characters. Which also means once I have them, I was thinking how I could, with backgrounds, I could put your guys' pictures actually on the covers.
Yeah.
So, I've been also thinking about that.
And with my
So,
resident-
Judah, how, you say you're not, how tall would you see your character as?
I'd say she's 5'3".
Yeah,
5'3"?
5'3".
So you're more the height of your Eskimo side than the Finnish.
Yeah.
Because they're taller people usually.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's Norwegian.
How about your hair and eyes? Do you look more Eskimo?
One hair, blue eyes.
Okay, but shaped like an Eskimo.
Yeah.
Wow, you mean 2 of the 3 criteria for a Nazi.
Which means you don't. Whoa! That's weird though, because you think about it. The native Eskimo people had a build to best survive in the cold. But so did the Vikings.
Yeah.
But it was different. Well, actually, the Vikings were not as tall as people think.
Not all of them were that tall. There were some really short ones too. I just knocked
Well,
some
a lot of people were short there.
Oh, here comes the other.
Well, I don't really need them.
Mike, why does it sound like you were plotting a crime? You walk in saying, hey, you just sit here and you clock in normal, like, nothing's going on.
We're plotting Latin's downfall.
Yes. You forget I was the top runner in the track.
I keep looking at that. It's so cool. So pretty.
Okay, go ahead over there.
I have to wait.
No,
I thought Alex was in the bathroom.
but I brought the Vaseline.
No?
No!
What do you think, Whack? Oh, sorry. What do you think, Whack is bonkers? Breed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're back.
I know, I'm thinking that.
Crap, I crushed the box.
Ah! I got kneed in the butt.
Well, at least it wasn't a finger.
I always need a book.
Good, but you need to check your prostate.
Did you learn your lesson
I already had
about
that
pulling
done. I told you. Quit offering.
Yeah.
And now I get proctology.
She'll do it again.
Meh.
Now, while she's distracted.
Okay. Stop it. Stop it.
Moose.
More gaming, less happiness.
Doesn't the happiness go hand in hand?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it's not baseball.
So, pick out where you left off.
I'm lucky.
You've checked the pantry, the storeroom, and the kitchen.
Yep.
Number 9.
Okay?
Wow, that's an old reference.
Beatles?
That are Simpsons harmonics.
Nope. Originally was the Beatles' White Album.
I know, but I'm talking when I first started.
Oh, when you heard it? I didn't care for Beatles myself.
Yeah,
The White Album was decent direction they were going. They hadn't gotten there yet, but they're really starting to get some new stuff. Kind of like they joke about with Eddie and the Cruisers, how their new album coming out was going to change everything. It was kind of like they were doing the same story without saying it.
Yeah, thankfully neither of my parents were really into it. My mom was more into Celtic stuff, and my dad was more into softcore rock.
My dad liked Roy Rogers.
Really?
Like,
Interesting drink.
yodeling cowboy music. My mom, though, had the general sounds, but also had like a couple of her albums that, like, I remember finding that I thought were, like, out of all their, you listen to your parents' albums trying to find something decent, and besides the occasional one or two songs off the K-Tel albums, the one that she had that was interesting was Strawberry Alarm Clock.
I know my mom addicted to gorillas.
I don't think I ever discussed music with my parents. I just, except for that theirs sucked. Yeah, I heard that. That's how it That's because I just put it on for a while and I didn't look to see where it came from, what list. Sometimes someone's list will have copyright-free stuff on it, and it tricks you into suddenly realizing you're on the wrong list. Okay, you're heading to 9. This is all on the first floor still, so let's of course try to stick to the first floor before we go to the second floor.
Yeah, because there's a room that I want to check after we get done with 9, 10, and 11.
5.
Yep.
Well, you walk in 9. Go ahead and
Counter check.
Yep.
Clear. Clear.
Clear.
Okay.
Clear.
So we get to let you get in.
Remember, you have to stay clear or else you'll electrocute yourself.
I'm awful food.
He's clear? No, it's kind of. Oh! You're just trying to say he's opaque, and then you get shocked because you didn't. He's not clear. I can see.
No, you forgot to take him
Clear.
out for oxidation change at first.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's chemical burns.
This room appears to have been at one time a servant's quarters.
Damn, that's small.
Although this, I should have mentioned, this door, I hate this, when they say at the end of the discussion that the door was locked. But you have the keys, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I should just note to you, this door was locked. Matter of fact, a lot of the house, the individual inside the house, there are individual locks for a lot of these doors.
We got the keys.
Yeah, and the thing is, this guy had locks all over his house, in between rooms or everything. Which seems kind of extreme.
Not really.
Well, for the
places
time
like
period,
this, they lock
1900s, 1908.
Some of the more affluent homes actually had a lot of locks.
Oh yeah,
Try
and this is
segment
one of them.
areas. So yeah, it's trying to segment out areas, to keep servants from going to certain rooms
Yeah, this here
or guests.
looks like it may have been the servant's room, bedroom, servant's quarters.
About the same size as the pantry.
Looks like though it's been locked, like he himself probably sealed it up and didn't use it.
Hey, we found the last servant.
No, sorry. Next.
It's mummified.
Next.
11.
Okay, everyone draw.
Woohoo! Nothing.
2.
8.
And you? Nothing?
Yeah.
Okay, you actually found the bathroom.
The only bathroom
Yes!
on the floor.
Indoor plumbing in the country. What luxury!
Yeah,
Other than that, nothing special to be
with
found here.
expedient access for the help. It probably has a door all the way out back to the office, doesn't it? Or the
Who's
study.
gonna be the first one in the room?
Okay. In the bathroom?
Yeah, to walk in the door. You? Draw a card.
What is it?
It's an ace.
Ace? Okay.
Headache.
There is no toilet paper in this room. This room is like you can't just, if you sit down to use it, you're in trouble. It looks like it probably works, but like it's been completely
Desiccated?
Well, there's like no soap, nothing. It's like emptied out completely. Strange.
Yeah, you might want to check the toilet bowl if it has one.
By chance?
You don't get one.
Gotta flush your system.
Well, I know you got those.
What room next?
5.
You went to 11 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about 10?
Didn't we?
No.
We already hit that.
Nope.
Servants.
Nope,
That was
that's
9.
9.
I'm trying to ease myself away from the
Went from 9 to 11.
10 was another, but it looks more like it's a guest bedroom.
Okay.
It looks a little, the other one looked real basic with like a limited amount of
I
storage.
feel insulted having to share a wall with the servants' room.
Didn't say it was good servants or
So
good
on to
guests.
5.
Up to 5?
On to 5.
Go ahead and everyone draw for that one. We brought down the house. We're all doing good. Door was locked though, so there shouldn't be too much going on in here. This is a workroom in which Phillips tinkered with the motorcycle engines. There are numerous mechanic tools of various shapes and sizes laying around the place, including, it looks like, a lathe. He's got like some high quality equipment in here.
Like a CNC?
Take one.
That's the
Not-
one you gave me, the yellow,
Well,
the yellow
they
one.
did
They have
exist.
wood, yeah.
I keep forgetting about it.
It's
They go
basically
over
the
Oh,
the holder and spinner, so you can
Yeah.
carve out another pieces.
Yeah, it's basically because motorcycles are still new in the 1900s, even in this setting. They're not common, but he buys them when new ones come out. Next to, which I should mention, because when you guys check 5, isn't that right next to 1?
Yeah.
1 is the garage.
Yeah.
So, basically, you can kind of see the two kind of connect together.
If we were in the south, I'd be checking to see if any of them had the horn.
Everyone that is in here, it's in who's checking for anything? Anything special? Everyone is?
Mechanic.
Perception check. Oh, mechanics? Use whichever's the better score.
That'd be my perception. So
Probably,
that would
because
be
it's not really so much a mechanic issue, it's something in the room.
13.
Okay. What'd you get? That's 13 for Blake.
19.
Okay, and then Zelda, not looking? Unless you're looking into Dreamland, who are you? Are you like the lady from Dead Files? Murder. She's like walking around.
Murder.
Can't look at anything or, they'll give you unfair clues. She's the psychic. I feel hungry. She wanders off.
Okay, Shaggy.
Okay. You got over 15. So, over in the corner, if you look at the map, there's a little square. That square is a trap door in the floor underneath the drill press kind of lays over the top of it. So the wheels aren't actually on it, but it kind of covers it up so you don't notice. Now they could be like a place for like wood chips or something like that, but there is a door in the corner. And it looks like dust is everywhere, so
I'll move it and take a look.
make a strength check. 12.
12.
I was wondering if you got too high, would you just throw it across the room? The door goes flying, and everyone's got to see if they got hit. Whee! It went easier than he thought. Duck! See if he hits one of those things looking in the windows all the time. Okay.
Well, so you just hear.
Well, yeah, there's definitely a door here. It looks like actually, if the door, it's actually like a whole square that could be lifted off. It looks like two of the corners have like little divots in the corner of them. But if you'd taken the whole thing and spun around like this and dropped it, you probably wouldn't have noticed as easy. It was not put on the exact right way to match the floor pattern, so it stood out a little. But definitely looks like there's a door that heads into the darkness. Now, while you're thinking on that, or are you going to wait to see what he does? Because there's also the garage.
We're going to see is wait and see. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I'm
the
going
extra
down there.
that has dark spot is the living room.
5?
We're at 5, and that's the one where he was going to check out the trapdoor?
Yeah, and that's where the trapdoor's in 5. Isn't there a little square in that room?
Yeah.
And that's the fireplace.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down.
You're going to go down? Okay. Go ahead. And
Yeah, reboot.
go check here.
So violent with your phone.
I always do that on the phone.
Meh, meh, meh.
I'm always buying it on my phone.
Relaxed.
Meh.
Okay. What are you taking for light? Oh, the artificial light?
Yeah.
Shake and stir.
Make a speed check. I'm going to need a 14 to have gotten here in time to still use it. You made it?
Oh my God,
16.
we didn't hit the shake and bake.
This will be the last round. It's going to start dying.
Change the actual link to it. Not just off the TikTok. Like personal messenger.
So, it heads down into a room with, it looks like a rather questionable copy of a study, but it's kind of messy looking. Head down there. Dex roll. There's a ladder, but it's in the darkness, so without you knowing where it is, I'm gonna need a 12, or you might fall down down.
That's before shipping, handling, tax.
9.
Okay. So I'm gonna need a
So cool.
3, a dex of 10, 12, 14. Catch yourself when you fall.
Really?
What'd you get?
Did you get?
Yeah, you should have been shuffling those earlier.
It was the end of it.
Oh, you're out of the game. Bye.
How many times have you done clairvoyance? 3 or twice?
2 times.
Okay.
Why?
Keep a track for time.
Then I'm not gonna do it again.
Good call. Because you'd have a good chance of like being done during the nighttime, unless you want to stay overnight.
You don't get new Moxie, remember?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
That was the last card.
The Joker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We hit him in the bottom, huh?
Son of a bitch!
You didn't want that one. Gotta have a good sized discard pile or it doesn't work. You gotta seed your discard pile for it to work.
But he's still in the earth.
See?
So he doesn't need to worry about jokers anymore.
No.
Or Moxie for a bit after this.
And he said a dex of what? 14?
14, yeah.
$14.
Oh, come on. I was gonna dig out my fumble chart.
You do realize that's 13, right? Oh, Dex, not perception.
Okay, yeah, Dex. It was climbing down the dark on the ladder, and that's he missed the footing, so he was falling already. This is to see if he caught himself without injuring himself. If he failed, I would have rolled a fumble, and we would have seen what happened to him. But he lands in the dark.
You know there was a light switch right there, right?
Make a strength check. You're gonna need an 8, so don't pull an ace.
9.
2. You came as close as possible. That's if you. That would have made you drop your light and busted it when you hit the ground. But you didn't. You kept hold of it. Okay. You lower yourself down into what seems to be a secret room. You see the room is empty, but contains a table, a writing desk, a bookshelf, and a cabinet. And 2 chairs. The table has nothing on it except for a lot of dust, which seems to be about what's shared with everything else in here. This place hasn't been open probably for forever. What do you want to do? Basically, now that's what you've seen just on general look. Do you want to specify any more search? You'll have to like choose an area and search it.
Master Detective here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, detective.
Do it. Earn your point.
Up against Lupin the Third. Oh, good movie. Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan.
You're sitting there spacing out like you're dead.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's better than having her laugh all the time.
Get off my leg! Get off.
Hey! Shh, shh, shh. Game. Okay. Make an intelligence check, and that's basically to see how much you find out. 'Cause there's actually quite a bit in this room for you to find out. So go ahead, and pull and add, or use your moxie to your intelligence, and you would like to have as high as possible.
So how high would you think?
I ain't gonna. I'll tell you. If you can get over 21, you've got everything.
Put the first name and the last name together and say fast.
But everything above 12, everything from 12 up will tell you something.
Congratulations, you found one of Dion's aliases.
This information will do you no good in the game.
Exactly.
Not listening.
Congratulations, you broke it.
That was bracelet.
Well, I'm still waiting for a number.
21.
21.
21? Okay.
Remember, house always wins. You lose. Security?
Oh my god.
Okay. Looking at the desk, for starters, you notice some impressions on it. Like, people have been writing on it and, like, you know.
Are you
But all the paper's gone in here, so.
really like hurting yourself, huh?
What do you do?
Yes, look around to see if there's anything I can find.
Okay, so.
Any hiding spots of any kind?
Okay.
Wow.
On the bookshelf, you find a large number of books dealing with witchcraft and black magic.
No legs.
There are also a few books dealing with white magic and sympathetic magic.
Careful, sympathetic.
Now, you also don't know how much these are official, or how much you could just do with him, like, researching stuff.
I walk back over to the hole and go,
Either side is safe.
Madam Zelda! You're needed!
I'm not jumping down your hole.
There's books on witchcraft down
It's
here.
dark down there. Sand rope and the light.
Okay, Dex roll.
Oh god, don't light a match. All that sand that's down there, it's gonna be combustible.
You're barbecued.
Or at least second degree burn. It's sawdust and it's old.
11.
It might be.
11.
I've seen some of those houses just starting fire just from heat.
Okay.
Brick ones are safer.
Looking at them, they're rather. You can find any of them at your local bookstore. There's nothing here. Damn it, that's what's in there. That looks like you would study it and come out with any actual magic. But since you're down here, make a perception check.
Well,
Looking around the room, there's some candle wax here and there, and markings on the floor, and you know, it's obvious that someone was trying to practice some of these ceremonial spells down here.
Couldn't have just been an healthy lad. I said, why couldn't that be? This seems more like a ritual room.
Yeah. It is. Definitely more of a ritual room, but the energy you feel, remember like you felt since you got here, is no stronger here than anywhere else. I mean, this doesn't feel like a portal here or anything. There's a large cabinet in the corner that seems to have a lock on it. Go open it, because you guys do have the key. You find the lock cabinet contains a few candles, white, red, and black, a human skull, some herbs. Some of them may be illegal, along with some other paraphernalia. This stuff looks more like in the direction of black magic when you pull on the skull.
Oh, I found my,
But
fishing book.
the skull does look bleached, like he bought it, not like he found it in a grave somewhere.
Hey, that's why.
In a way, you would probably at best label him a kitchen mage. There's nothing you've seen here. You know, this is all stuff that you could not read through this shit with what you know and come out with any actual spells or anything. Doesn't mean he wouldn't be trying. Probably even found, like, on the shelf, a Ouija board.
He sees a little green onto it.
Well, he was also writing horror books.
Where he's probably getting some of his stuff from it.
And now, since both of you are down there, do another perception check.
Who's me?
11.
15.
Now she's bored.
The other one, combine the names
Okay.
and say it together.
Remember I mentioned about the table?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's impressions on it. So, as Judah did, you can put paper on it and see what you get.
Is there any paper down here?
There's plenty upstairs in the study.
Blake, can you grab us some paper from the study and a pencil, please?
Then come on down.
You can throw it down if he wants.
I'm also going to throw a dictionary down at the top of you.
Okay,
Fine, we don't need a dictionary.
just see what hits you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a well, since you already did you should have checked out on before when I told you about it. When you did your detective check, I'll give it to you now. You skipped it. You went looking at everyone else, but the impressions, specifically by where he would have been sitting, the last thing possibly, the newest marks, it says a check mark. And then it says, tell the priest. And down below that it says it has a check mark. And it says, Daemon, D-A-E-M-O-N, Vivus. Does anyone know Latin?
What's the name?
It's not a name.
Say it, spell it again.
D-A-E-M-O-N,
Okay.
V-I-V-U-S.
V-I-V.
And no, you can't Google it.
I'm going to because I don't know Latin.
Well, but then you can't use it in the game.
Yeah,
Unless
but
someone else has Latin.
View demon. I might have translated that wrong, but from
What'd you get?
view demon or demon view.
You're close. Not on the view part. Think of the word vitality.
Oh, great. He was trying to extend his life by sending a demon.
Comes out to mean literally for Latin, it means demon alive.
Or demon summon.
There are some marks on the floor. It looks like he was trying some summonings. But as Zelda said, there's nothing to prove that he ever succeeded. A lot of people, try when you're a teenager or something. He's a little old to be playing this game.
Oh, what's next? A Ouija board?
No, he has one of those too.
What is he, 13?
Who's blowing you up?
Oh.
Okay,
Are you stuck talking?
now back up top. What's going on? You're the one up top.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go while they're doing
Wait
this?
for them.
You waiting for them?
I was gonna get
The dictionary.
drop the dictionary
There.
down on him.
Okay. Were you trying to hit him with it, or was there a reason?
Just drop.
Okay. Well, let's go with
It's like, look out below.
you. Do you tell him so he knows it's coming, or
I just say, look out below.
okay? You draw a card, and you draw a card, and we'll see if they're the same suit.
I got a diamond, he got a heart.
Okay, it missed him. Wasn't quite in the right spot at the right time.
Demon virus.
Oh,
Demon alive.
Oh.
Yeah, that's.
That's why I told you what it meant.
You split. We mean to split up VIV and US.
Was that one word or 2 words?
Well, they may have screwed up here. They have it as one word.
Well, that's why I'm double checking.
Yeah, he split up the word.
Because I don't know.
2 words. Damon,
No, Vivus.
and then Vivus. Vivus is one word.
And yeah, you might want to switch it from English to Latin. To Latin to demon living.
Yep.
Again, that was close. You know, my mom actually trying to teach me Latin when I was younger. Actually comes in handy.
Okay. Oh, the only place you left next, I think, on this floor is the garage, isn't it?
No, there's no such thing.
Huh?
Oh,
One's a garage.
We haven't checked the garage yet,
Nope.
have we?
I think that was the last thing on this floor.
Alright, so perception check. Or encounter check.
First encounter check, yep.
Jack.
Okay. What suit?
Club.
Okay. You walk into this room, and there's someone here.
Counter check. Roll initiative.
Oh, I'll give you kind of a description. Kind of a tall, thin man. But kind of, well, he's younger, but he looks like he's probably like living the farm life as far as, you know. And he was over there trying to work on one of the two. Well, basically, I'll tell you what's in the room. The garage contains of one motorcycle stripped for parts and one motorcycle in perfect condition.
Oh, great. This guy is cleaning.
And a welding kit, heavy tools from which tie in with mechanic shop stuff, makeshift sawhorse table, heavy layer of dust covering everything except for he's over there trying to strip a part off the parts bike. Speed check. I have a 4, 5, 6, 10.
I have a speed of 14.
So you're first. You see him before he sees you.
Pull out shotgun and cock it. It would be loud enough it would get his attention, and unlike the idiots on the 9/11 flights, he's probably gonna freeze because it's not a box knife.
Yeah. He whoa, 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 dude, whoa, whoa. What are you doing here?
But the question is, what are you doing here?
Well, I needed this part for one of my things, and my parents were off at one of those prayer meetings, so I had time to come over here and, well...
Break and enter and steal?
Well, he was a buddy of mine, man, and he used to, like, let me, you know, borrow parts here and there. You know, we kind of would sit down and talk about bikes all the time and stuff, but, you know, I was busy during the whole time, and next thing I know, he died on me, and I really didn't know anyone else in town, although I grew up here. Everyone else seems to always be like, I don't know, talking behind your backs about stuff and things, so I kind of, you know, hung around with him instead.
I lean over towards the door and go, Chuckles, Voodoo, come on out.
Screw you!
Which one are you? Voodoo or Chuckles? You guys get to argue over the... No! I slammed the door shut.
No, all he sees is a hand.
If they actually close the door, I'd be looking at the guy going, you want to help me move a milling machine?
Put it right over the top of it.
Hey, at least they won't get lost.
No, I yell out, but who you call him Voodoo?
Not you.
Not me.
I mean, it must be voodoo magic how he hasn't already lost his medical license.
At this point,
It's very less than
because
nerds.
it is getting later too, all three of you draw cards. Fuck. Okay, when you come out of the hole, his hole more specifically,
Well, it's next to Blake. You know, he doesn't go in holes.
You see, he's talking to someone who's in the room. But then someone knocks at the front door.
Oh, you're the educated fellow.
It's Blake's mistress.
What do you want to do?
I want to go answer the door.
You go answer the door?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Okay, you guys gonna talk to
Hire
him?
help.
Well,
I thought that's what we had you for.
do you guys want to talk first? Or you want to wait for him to answer the door?
Kind of don't want to be distracted in case someone else shows up.
So you wait?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy meets you at the door. Looks like... Kind of like this?
Yeah.
Actually looks familiar, doesn't it? Just let's try to get some of the pictures. See, this... Where is it? Jared's in here too. There! Ooh!
So that's why I have all those wanted posters.
This is what that guy you're looking at looks
Actually,
like.
depends on which country am I wanted from.
Why does he look like he should be driving one of those taxi bugles?
Does seem a little slow, at least, I should tell you also.
You have the cranial shape of the wheelbarrow fixer.
Yes. You got your stop this job. We have a new one for you.
Yeah, you know the.
You know, it's the old
pseudoscience.
phrenology, study of the head and the shape. And it was supposedly to determine where you would go in life.
Yeah, I know it's completely debunked.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of those things, but it's fun. It may be believed at this time in the game. Romans had twisted little Pythagorean theory cultists too, you know. Oh, that sounds kind of fun for some reason. I don't know.
Well, obviously you haven't heard of Archimedes.
So, you answer the door.
Yeah.
This guy comes.
Barging in, walking in, strutting in, slinking in.
We're Dr. Nick, right? We probably still are, of course.
Well, that all depends on whether or not he needs to change his identity again.
Yeah, I'm Nick.
Hi,
Nicholas
everybody.
Dragoslav?
Yes.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
That's a mouthful.
Everybody is family?
Apparently I missed you guys.
Ah, he's the lawyer.
I was supposed to meet you guys. I am a secret. I am Nathan Adams. Has a nice suit. Nice clean mustache. Fancy looking. So, I see you guys had already started on this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's here with you?
2 others.
I bet you they have names.
Madame Zelda and Blake.
Ah. So where would Madame Zelda be?
Probably with Blake in one of the bedrooms.
We're in
Should
the
I wait
garage.
here?
This guy's being a dick.
Or
No, you can come in.
Okay.
So, please, in the bedroom.
Is it time for
Why
you
am
to
I
bed?
in the
he goes over and you take him over to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Madame Zelda.
Yes.
Oh. And he reaches out his hand to shake your hand. You make a perception check.
Mm.
12. And you notice he has a little silver ring with a V on it.
You for victory?
Like you do.
Vigilance.
He's a member of the actual Vigilance Society. You do a little secret handshake where you tap the rings together.
Damn.
He's like, so, I'm glad to see that you guys showed up. I was hoping to kind of help out where I could. I haven't done anything for years except for, you know, work with Phillips. I was originally supposed to keep an eye on him for a certain club that we're both members. And, but he seemed to have questionable researches on the darker side of it all. So we really couldn't approach him because, you know, we couldn't fully trust him. But we think he had some natural abilities to, well, we think his latent abilities is why he had the nightmares that he wrote from. He always seemed to be close to having the information about things, but not exactly. So he may not have remembered. It may have even been in dreams or something. So that's why I was watching him. But this whole thing happened. Stranger yet, our friend disappeared shortly thereafter. So, is this everyone you guys have here?
No, we got 2 others.
Are they in the building?
No, they're one's back at the
Out of nowhere.
border house, and the other is looking around for more information.
Okay.
Out of nowhere.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of what you guys are doing here.
If you want to stick around, you can. There's not a lot.
Well, if you want to give me a report for what today, or it's probably going to be evening in like an hour.
Yeah.
So were you guys planning on heading back to, where are you staying? Were you staying at Aunt Sophie's?
Yes.
Ah, good choice. She serves some good meals. You'll be a little pressed to get there in time for dinner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can make it.
Especially since you guys skipped lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So, what'd you guys find out today? Anything new? Or?
Well, we found,
Do you basically, we're going to say that you're giving an update on what you found out, and you guys can talk to this other guy?
Mm-hmm.
Other guy we found that
In the garage?
Yep.
Going and looking through the bike?
I have an idea what I'm gonna do.
Sick Chuckiano.
I'm gonna use the Vigilance secret tongue and tell him about the ritual room.
Okay. Do
And tell him about the demon.
You're still
intelligence check.
at the hotel. Or
That
the-
14.
stayed.
Yeah.
Your stuff
Oh, wait, no.
I'm in the office. I'm in the going room.
Well,
Well,
Okay, so here on the sand town, all where he touched you.
we suspected that, and that's one of the reasons we didn't, because he seemed to be the type that would run headlong into supernatural things with very little knowledge. I personally suspect he was a latent clairvoyant,
At the house.
but he may have only felt or saw whatever he thought he saw in his dreams. And then because in a lot of reports he said he wrote his stories from his dreams.
Right, Justice League episode where they swapped to the alternate timeline where the events of that comic book actually did happen.
Did you see the old Super Friends episode where, like, it ended up at the end? It was an old, like, back to the old crappy Super Friends. But they had 1 2-part series. It was really kind of a cool concept where aliens found Earth
Yeah, I saw
after
that.
they destroyed everything. And they went to, like, the Hall of Justice and searched records and got some of the origins of Super Friends and what happened to them. And then they went to the Hall of Doom and searched their records and found out how basically everything that had happened because they caused the end of the world between their fighting and each other. And then they went back and had changed. It was kind of a neat little, like, concept to, like, explore origins without just doing an origin story stuff.
It's also Hero of the Year Justice League movie where
And,
they went back in time and Lex Luthor ended up as a statue in the Hall of Heroes instead of Superman.
Well, I found all the Justice League movies were good. Very few Super Friends were. Oh, I used to watch them all. I used to have them on videotape.
Superman versus the Elite Five.
Anything that had to do with someone in a costume. Yeah. Watch the old black and white Republic films.
Pedo versus the Police.
No, I don't know that one.
Hey, it's someone in a uniform.
Yeah, I missed that one. I want a cape and a mask.
So Pee-wee. Okay.
Yeah. He should never have been busted for masturbating where he was supposed to masturbate legally. It's the guy who wasn't masturbating in that porno theory. You're like, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm the movie aficionado.
Yeah, like
Or
there's
use
any
the film
quality
critic.
to these films. You want to talk to the guy? Anything you want to say to him? Or talk to him about? He introduced himself.
Yeah.
It's
This
Johnny
is what I found out.
Christensen.
And shift 14.
What is with that name?
Johnny lives in the farm next door. He would frequently come down and visit the queer city man, 1900, who showed him his motorcycles and told him stories of faraway places that Johnny could never visit. If he concentrated really hard, ever since Phillips died, though, the boy had been in and out of the house virtually at will through the means of a small alcove window upstairs off the roof. He's been sneaking in the house and just kind of like when he can and his parents aren't like around. But he kind of misses him and had nothing else to do, and like I said, came with an excuse this time to come and look for something. Just any reason he could like sneak into the place. So that's his story.
Does he have license and registration for that bike?
No, this bike belonged to Mr. Phillips. But, you know.
Technically, it's breaking and entering.
Yeah.
But I don't think we really want to get that sheriff getting a weird vibe off him.
Yeah, I should probably not be in here. I just, you know, I miss my friend.
Sense anything from the bike? Any kind of weird energy? You can never know.
Just in the seat.
Uh,
I sniffed it. It smelled good.
oh, so you're the one that got the
The
police
bikes
called on for sniffing all
don't
those
call
weird
you on it. Don't
sex
seem to
bikes
get
used.
attention on anything.
Alright then, well.
The guy sitting down there, he's kind of a, well, he apparently was a friend of his, so, you know, he may know something. And at that point, everyone, all three of you, draw another card. So, you apparently got thirsty, went to the kitchen. Once you're at the kitchen, perception check. That was a king.
9.
9. Something is scratching at the door. Okay. We'll make a dex roll of 7. Just based on it may be locked or not.
7 exactly.
Okay, no problem.
Actually, no. 8.
8? Okay. You unlock it. You're like, wait, I don't need keys. I'm on the inside. You unlock the door. And standing there, on the ground, of course, not floating.
Well, that's
About
what standing means.
2 feet off the top of his body is a dog. Kind of a mangy looking dog.
Look, it's dog meat.
That's looking at you, growling. What do you do?
Being the cocky bitch I am, I stick my hand out to it.
Make a charisma check. Don't you have dog care or something?
Yeah, you should. Or you take care of all those dogs on the Arctic trip?
Or is that your charisma? Just straight up charisma.
Naturalist.
Naturalist. Pull on that then. You only need a 10.
8.
8. Kind of backs up a bit, like, he might be a little afraid of you. But he's trying to get around you to get into the house. So he's growling a little bit to get in, but he's not moving forward on you. He's trying to find a way around you.
I step aside.
Okay. He comes wandering in, knocks with his nose against a dog dish, and starts searching around the house. Until finally, he kind of picks up speed and runs over to Johnny. Johnny starts petting him, calls him Sam. So Sam, what the hell? It's been years. Where the hell you been? Been looking for you. No wonder you haven't eaten since you left, as far as I know. So, what you guys do?
I filled the dog bowl.
You go get some food, fill the dog bowl?
Yep.
Okay.
Probably moldy by now.
Well, it's in a can, though.
Even in a can.
Yeah. It's just got lead poisoning. Lead.
So
But they used to, weld cans with for a while. So killed that Arctic expedition.
They had a good sense not to open that kind of ways.
He looks at you guys and says, "Oh, this is Sam. This was James's dog. He disappeared the night that he died, as far as I know. He was there earlier on the day, but later in the day I wasn't around, so I don't know when he disappeared. It's one of the reasons I originally was sneaking in here was to feed him, because no one mentioned anything about the dog. But I couldn't find him. I guess somehow he got out. So supposedly the house was locked up. What my dad told me. He says, well, what you guys doing here?
We're investigating his death.
Oh. Well, do you care what I know?
What do you know?
Probably not a whole lot. But, about 2 days before Mr. Phillips died, I saw his doc and mean old Harry Webb visit him. Mr. Phillips, isn't mean. 'Twas dark, but I think I saw the priest there too. They stayed a lot, but then left altogether. I didn't get to see Mr. Phillips that night because it was getting dark, and I'm supposed to be in the house before it gets dark. And it looked like it might be getting raining, so I headed home. Pa keeps me home helping him for the next couple of days, so I didn't get a chance to see Mr. Phillips before I heard he's dead. So I don't know. Is anything there helpful, or, That's what I saw from outside. See, my farm's comes within, my dad's farm comes within 10 feet of his house. This used to be the next farm, but he sold his land off a long time ago.
It's 10:21.
Okay. Probably summoning a lot of stuff up. So, you guys done with what you wanted to do? Okay, you fed the dog. What do you do about the dog? Or do you guys just stay here and we pick up here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, over here. I think it was originally you first or her first. Okay. You still have more of the day left. What were you doing? Anything else you want to check that I
I
can
was
give
pretty
you?
much gonna walk around town and see if I can get some info on how it died.
Go ahead and do a charisma check. just talking to people in town. Seeing what comes up.
10.
10. Well, were you asking people anything specific or just general looking around?
I was just asking him, like, about the guy, what, if anyone had saw anything suspicious the night he died.
Well, not that anyone really remembers specifically. It was just kind of, the guy was kind of a strange man that, you know, some people said he practiced witchcraft. You know, and some say, one guy specifically says, you know, I think that guy's the guy who summoned those like shadow demons we see off running around in the forest here and there. I mean, they weren't around until that guy, you know, well, I wasn't around much either by then, you know, but didn't hear stories much about him back then, you know, or, you know, from my parents said they didn't believe me, so I assumed they never saw anything like that, but I saw something like that. Red eyes, looked like half man, half animal, staring at me from the forest. Makes a man never want to leave the bar.
I'm gonna call up Zelda and tell her what I just discovered.
Drunk man seeing things.
Well, you never know, it could be connected.
Should put a purse out so we could kill the capsule.
You know, we need to buy her a real purse so she can.
Garrett! As she's doing that, what are you doing, Garrett?
Baby purse.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Hello.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm heading over to the police department.
Police department? Okay.
It's in the sheriff's office.
Charisma check. Yeah, he's back at the police again.
You're gonna get arrested.
5. 5 is your charisma total?
Oh, charisma. 10. Sorry.
10. Okay. Well, luckily, sheriff's not here. But, Phil and Mo are. That's his marshals. His deputies.
Deputies.
They're like, what are you looking for?
We need to find out the what was that? The police department paperwork for when Phillips died and what they found out, and the death certificate paperwork on that. See what he died from.
Why?
Because I was hired for a company to find out on it's a paperwork or a book they're looking for.
Huh.
As I remember.
Well, alright, they're both looking at each other and they're kind of discussing, you know, they're told not to say anything to any, you know, about anything unless the sheriff was here to approve it. They got in trouble last time for doing that. So they're like, well, I guess the only thing I, you know, let you know is the coroner's report, which is filled out by Dr. Carter. He's a local doctor here. Good doctor. He's been taking care of like a lot of our families around here, so I trust him. He stated the cause of death was natural causes. And then he'd probably been dead since May 4th, about 2 days before the body was found.
Okay, so.
Anything else, I'd have to have you go through the sheriff for.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
So. Start walking back over to the hotel.
Okay. You guys all, well, you guys are still, so you're the only ones to go back to the hotel.
I'm heading back to the
I'll
hotel.
pretty much walk around town.
And then we will end right before evening, going up to the next day. Is that, or you guys planning to stay the night there?
Oh, yeah.
So we should, that's the question is, do we pick up the next morning or here? You were saying there?
We will go back to the hotel and regroup.
Okay. He, as in the lawyer slash member of the Vigilance Society. Actually, April probably doesn't know because she didn't say anything. Goes ahead and tells you, he takes his report of what little bit been going on. You guys head back. You don't have to call him, and you guys go through your stuff. Anything we want to discuss with each other now that it's still fresh in your heads about what you've discovered so far? Because yes, we are ending soon. Nothing?
I'm thinking there's a possibility that he might have used the black magic to make it to where he could write. Or try to figure out what's going on in his head.
I'm gonna tell them what I figured out about and show them the paper with the random numbers.
Well, then tell them. A bunch of numbers. You can make an intelligence check.
$14.
Okay. You know that number. That's April's number. Your publisher. Same one that hired you guys.
It was written on a notepad in one of the rooms.
Inside the boarding house.
Yep.
So we're gonna need to talk to her.
Okay. Anything else anyone needs to?
I went to the police department, found out that he died at natural causes.
Wrong.
That's what they.
Wrong.
Well, that's what the paperwork says, yeah.
Wrong.
Lizelda's like, no!
You know, there's one other thing we're gonna have to do eventually.
Something's like stopping you all. No.
I'm gonna go talk to that priest.
And we also talked to the doctor too.
But I don't want her going to talk to the priest.
No.
That might get fucking ugly.
I'm going.
Oh,
God.
I'm going to talk to that fucking priest in the
I'm
morning.
like taking my box of chocolates. What are you thinking about that?
Exactly.
Peanut
Are they
shaped chocolate.
This isn't going to end well.
No.
Well, I was gonna say, are they feel good chocolates?
Yeah. Feel really good.
Congratulations, the priest is going to be burned at the stake.
Oh, yes, he is.
But
So.
we need to talk to the doctor because it really doesn't match for a normal death onto it.
Well,
You can't stop me from talking to that priest.
I'm not gonna try.
and some of you will be having strange dreams during the night. We'll check on that beginning of next time. Every night, there will be a determination roll to see how well you guys sleep.
Oh God.
Something seems to be nosy
Betcha.
You also have, don't forget, the entire second story of that building. You just basically headed off before.
Finishing it.
Yeah,
I'll stick it in my
and
folder.
because
so
you've
we
been
have
doing
it.
so much clairvoyance, as it was getting dark, you kind of felt like things were starting to move in on the house. You know, like the things you've been seeing in there, like they were moving closer.
Mhm.
Like you guys just got out in time. But still no actual what the fuck. I mean, the form almost seems like not so much shadows, but like physical water. Like it's taking shape, but it moves and it's flowing more than actual bones or something. It's weird. It's like energy, not an actual animal that's walking around out there. So, at that point, we'll finish the game tonight. If any viewers have any ideas on what's going on, write in and let these people know that you know what's going on and they don't. Ha 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 ha. If you're right, we'll give you a shout out and let you laugh at everyone. If you're wrong, we will laugh at you. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you next Wednesday for this and Sunday for fantasy. And have a happy Thanksgiving later tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
What boy?
It's Thanksgiving.
Say what boy?
No, we said no saying.
Come on. Fit. Get in there.
What? You don't want her singing?
Yeah. Did not want to fit right.